What's the deal, Coach? Back in studio.
Hmm.
Back in studio. I need y'all to remind people that you want them to move over to the No Sillings channel and start watching the lives there. Yeah, y'all gotta move over to the No Sillings channel and start watching the lives there. Um, a lot more content dropping on that. So definitely need y'all to move over there and start watching the lives from the No Ceilings Pod channel. It's going up like that. Back from New York, sitting everybody's link. What was your weekend like, Coach? What you end up doing?
Uh, my memory's terrible.
You don't remember the weekend? That
Yeah,
is
yeah.
crazy.
Like, what's today? Monday, right? All right, yeah. What I do over the week? Oh, basketball, coach.
How'd y'all do? What was y'all record like?
We played on Sunday. We went 1-1, lost to a terrible team, and then we came back and after I got on them, they came back and did a better team dirty.
Why was they terrible?
Man, so they weren't very skilled basketball players. Number one, number two, they were not really athletic.
Hmm.
They really didn't have much. They didn't really have much. They weren't athletic. They weren't skilled basketball players. They didn't really. They just understood themselves though. You know, they just kind of they knew what they was trying to do and they got their shit done and we just didn't do anything to stop it. So um, we had the athleticism. We were the better team. We were more skilled players. We had the height.
Just was playing lazy.
We just we ain't practiced in 2 weeks. Because of that some new rule they got for high school teams, dead period. So we didn't really do nothing for 2 weeks, and we just came right back out there, and we just looked flat.
So practice is really that important.
Oh, practice is.
So AI was tripping.
You said what?
AI was tripping.
Yeah, I think he thought he was tripping later on. You remember what he said about Larry Brown? Like, man, I probably played that wrong with Larry. So I think he knows. Shit, look at the Pacers, man. I'm not saying they practice a lot, but you could tell their chemistry was the key that made them so. When you look at their squad, they didn't have the most talented squad in the NBA. They chemistry was like no other though, and they had good players, but that chemistry was crazy. So I think practice bringing that chemistry, man. I want to know how that trip was in New York though. How was New York looking?
It's funny, man. Every time I go to New York, I always come back with a different like a vigor. Um Especially when it comes to hip hop.
Mm,
It's like the best. I always say this. I've said this on a podcast that's dropping tomorrow.
mm.
Um, the greatest hip hop records ever to come out of New York can only capture 10% of the energy of New York.
Wow.
Only 10%. I'm talking about the greatest hip hop records. So if it's Juicy, if it's Cream, if it's Juicy out of Brooklyn, if it's Cream out of Staten Island, what would be possibly the greatest hip hop record out of Queens? Where's Trap at?
Yeah, that's right. That'd be right up his alley. Right. He would have blurted something out right now.
What's the greatest hip hop record out of Queens, in my opinion? If I had to guess. Okay, if the greatest artist is Nas, what's the greatest Nas song?
Greatest Nas song. Most popular or greatest?
I guess we could say Mobb Deep, even though I think
You think
P
Mobb Deep?
P is not from P. I thought P is not from Queens. I didn't think P was from Queens. I didn't think Prodigy was from Queens. I thought Prodigy was from somewhere else. Um, it could be Shook Ones.
You think Shook Ones
It could
over
be
anything Nas did?
probably.
If I rule the world,
Yeah, I'd probably go. So I think If I Ruled the World is more successful, but I think Shook Ones is more Queens.
I mean, Shook Ones was the shit. Don't get me wrong.
Um, Shook Ones is hella Queens. Um,
Yeah, I think when you think of Queens, you think of Shook Ones more than you think about. I Rule the World probably was more of a
like a crossover
yeah,
song.
just more of a crossover jam.
It was,
Yeah,
If I Ruled the World is more New York City than just flat out Queens.
yeah,
Like I think a lot of the records on Illmatic are closer to kind of flat out Queen songs.
Yeah.
But Shook Ones definitely comes to mind.
Yeah.
LL Cool J, some of the stuff he did with Maul, that stuff come to mind. You know, you just don't. Queens does have that energy.
Okay.
But let's say it's Shook Ones.
Okay.
And then if it's out of the Bronx is maybe
The
Bridge is Over.
Probably could stop it there.
But I'm saying, so the greatest records, right? The greatest records
probably could stop right there.
only capture 10% of the energy. Like you have to be there to kind of get the other 90%.
Only 10% is crazy though.
Nah,
because when you hear them records, you feel like, you know, I ain't never been to these New York. But as soon as you hear the records, I'll be feeling like I'm in NY.
We went to an event at this kind of video game lounge where they had all of these rigs. They might have 100 rigs, computers.
Mm-hmm.
And people were playing this new Def Jam kind of combat game with hip hop characters.
Right.
And it was hosted by Redman. And it was like this big graffiti mural on the wall of this lounge, of this computer lounge. Man, like, and even though it was rooted in tech and geek and stuff, you still could feel the street urban energy in the room.
They had like graffiti in the background and shit, or what?
Yeah, like the whole lounge back wall is painted that way.
You do a lot of dope stuff, and I'm a homebody, so I when you tell me shit you be doing, I be like, all right, that's cool. That right there, when you told me that story, that shit was, I was really wish I was there for that one.
Yeah, and Redman was hosting it.
Man, number one, I'm a Redman guy. I like Redman.
Yeah, Redman was hosting it.
I think he might be one of the most underrated MCs.
I always say this, right? Because like me and Trap walking all through New York, right? We just mobbing all through New York, right? We just doing the most. Like I got this dude. We on trains. He usually don't ride. We just got this thing going.
Nigga had me on the train, B. I don't know when the last time I was on the train.
So it's like, but the greatest New York records could only give you 10% of the real energy. And it's funny because I never thought that, but I used to tell Trap, like, I grew up buying all the records like everybody else, you know, listening to them, whatever. I take my words for this. Like the greatest records, if Juicy is the greatest record from Brooklyn, if Cream is the greatest record out of Staten Island, if Shook Ones is the greatest record out of Queens, if The Bridge is Over is the greatest record out of the BX, like it's only 10% of real New York energy. Like it is the deepest songs are a very shallow take. New York State of Mind is a very shallow take on the true energy, the hip hop energy in New York. It is one of those places uniquely you really have to be there to feel people. And when you feel them, you like, oh, this is way stronger than I ever thought. It's way stronger than I ever thought.
So New York is a must go.
Yeah. If you in the hip hop, you ain't been to New York, you can't even really say you hip hop.
Damn.
Okay. But like, you know what's crazy? I think it's just as much as you feel about that right there. I get the same vibe, you know what I'm saying, of culture and everything when I go to California though too, bro. Like I remember the time when I was in Cali one time, right? We were doing the event, we were doing the Viola event, right? And I had to drive a minute, right? And you said, yo, Trap, you gotta listen to the shadiest one. I said, yeah, I'm gonna listen to this shit while I ride through California right now, B. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I felt it more, you know what I'm saying? Like being there and listening to it at that moment like that, I felt it more than probably if I was riding around New York or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so, no. But I'm saying, because you can get in LA and there'll be some places, it's a lot of places you won't see that energy in Los Angeles.
Yeah. And I was in Hollywood too. So I ain't really see it.
Ain't none of that in New York. I don't give a fuck. You could be coming, like when we coming from Harlem and you going, you know, downtown, like right as you going to Midtown, even in the whitest neighborhoods, it still feel like hip hop. You know what I mean? Like when you cross 97, like when we was coming down, was at Lenox, and you cross 97, and now you in what would just be
Upper West Side.
It still don't get away from hip hop there. It still don't get away from hip hop there. Like it still don't quite, you know what I mean? Like It'll be nothing but pale faces, but it's still hip hop.
This nigga said pale faces. He a Native American.
No, it's still hip hop, bro. It's still hip hop. Like, and you'll be like, this is crazy. So, but like, I took the C train going to Harlem to meet up with Trap and the homies from Bagview to do the podcast. And I'm standing at the station, and I just start politicking hip hop with this one dude. He was like, Glasses, oh, what's up with you, homie? Oh, what's up with it? He was telling me what he liked and da-da-da. He was breaking it down. And we just had this whole hip-hop conversation just waiting on the C train. Then we get on the train and there's other people talking about hip-hop on the train. Glasses, damn, what's up, homie? You around the way? Yeah, da-da. And it's just like, you just start politicking on, and not just the songs, but the behavior of the people.
Yeah.
That come across covering hip-hop. Like, we're talking about academics and shit and AD, and they are well versed on everything happening or somebody covering this thing that we call hip hop, and it's like a different energy that you will never ever get. It's very unique. No Sillings Live, the lunch hour, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, right here at noon Pacific Standard Time, Digital Soapbox. Click that thumbs up button. Let everybody know you in the house. If you're on Twitter, retweet this link. If you're on Facebook, share this post. Yeah, click the thumbs up button, like it. Make sure y'all head over to the No Sillings podcast YouTube page, subscribe to that. Try to watch it from there. We're gonna start uploading a really lot of content, just different content. We do the stream to support the No Sillings podcast. Dropping a fresh episode tomorrow, conversations, critiques, and something else on hip hop. And it was really good. Pete started breaking down some really unique ideas about approaching the music business. Just from a person that's not in the business standpoint, you got to check it out. It's really good. It drops tomorrow on Apple Podcasts, iHeart Podcasts, anywhere you get your podcast from. The No Sillings podcast, executive produced by Charlamagne the God, the Black Effect Podcast Network, and iHeart. Deal signed. We back on this thing. So, yeah, man, it's like when you go to Queens, bro, like Shook Ones, like, look, there are some Nas records to me that fit. What's funny is Illmatic, while it does fit Queens, you really don't get Illmatic in totality till you sit in front of Queensbridge. And you're like, oh,
Queensbridge, that's a fact. That's a fact.
This shit makes sense. This shit look crazy. You know what I mean?
Like yo, when that nigga say, yo, and now I'm jetting through the building lobby, and it was full of children, probably couldn't see as high as I be. Yo, when you go in Queensbridge, you see the way the whole shit look, bro. And like, just like to the fact of like, you could just visualize, like I said, Nas be painting the perfect picture, B. Even from the shootout shit, when nigga talk about having the barbecue, we fed the fiends, gambling in the back, killing shot, you see all that shit happening. You know what I'm saying? Every day.
Queensbridge, like Nas, Illmatic is more straight up Queensbridge than Queens. I mean, don't get me wrong. Everybody in
50 Southside, huh? 50 Southside. You get Southside from 50. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But songs like Shook Ones is all of Queens. Weirdly, I don't know why, but you go anywhere in Queens. I don't give a fuck if you on Farmers. I don't give a fuck if you on South. You on the bridge. Shook Ones is like, oh yeah, this all makes. I'll never forget the first time we was in a Uber, not an Uber. We was in a Lyft. No, I had rented a car.
One of them joints.
And we was.
Oh, you talking about when you met me that time?
No, this was the time before that. And I was playing Shook Ones, and I was like, holy shit. It was like, oh wow, you know what I mean? But it's funny because I do that a lot. Like when I go to Miami, if you drive down Collins and you play Rick Ross, Rich Off Cocaine, top down, it makes sense. You play Snoop and Dre, Let Me Ride, driving down Long Beach Boulevard, you ain't anything on Dayton's, change your life. You know what I mean? But it's still in New York specifically, it's only 10% of the energy. You have to fuck with the people to really get what's happening. And that's when people would ask me, why did I feel so comfortable saying, like, I understood hip hop versus when I first was listening to the song, is because I didn't know the people. You could know the art. You know, you could read 1 million Shakespeare poems, but you don't know Shakespeare.
Right.
You know what I mean? You could read all the Shakespeare plays and shit you want, but you don't know Shakespeare. When you go to New York, that energy in New York, like how it is when you come to watch, you can get that energy when you come to watch, that hip hop energy, that's there. But it's everybody in New York.
You sound like my man off White Man Can't Jump right now.
Yeah, you don't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you hear Jimmy.
Yeah, you can't hear Jimmy. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, no, but it's that serious. I know it sounds crazy, but it's that serious.
But you know what though? I think when culture's being expressed, you can hear it, but it's different when you see it though. You know what I'm saying? So that's even like when you go to the South, like you don't really feel the dirty South shit until you in the dirty South and listening to that shit though, B. You know what I'm saying? And like that's how it was. Like that's how it was when I went down to Florida. Like my peoples ain't know how Trick Daddy was hitting because they ain't had the culture. They ain't know what the culture was like and all that shit. So when I was bringing that shit back up there to niggas was like, man, get that shit out of here. We don't want to hear that shit, man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
See it, you know what I mean? Especially when it's that culturally filthy. Like Illmatic. Illmatic is so culturally filthy. It only makes sense when I'm sitting in front of Queensbridge. And it's like, oh my God, this is like a teleport. Like you are, it's almost nasty how well he scores everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's funny because like I'm the most hypercritical person of that specific album because I compare.
Hold on. Do you have a different perspective on Illmatic now after your last trip to New York now, V?
No, sir.
It was written still better than you saying.
Yeah. It was written as more New York as a whole.
No, it wasn't.
Wait a minute. It was written was better than Illmatic to you?
Yeah.
That's what he says.
That's interesting.
He's not the only one I heard. I've heard people say that though, but I just can't get it like that though.
Yeah, for real.
It was written was dope. Don't get me wrong.
Super dope.
Illmatic though,
it was written as more New York City as a whole. Illmatic is very much Queensbridge to the almost fucking the project, just fucking right there. You know what I mean? And I know, and it's funny because as a creative, I do that a lot of times. Like I make things very specific. So you would think I would just completely enjoy it, but it is very much something I have to be right there to really enjoy. Like I'm gonna make a whole piece of content one day just playing Illmatic, sitting staring at Queensbridge at the project. That's the only way, like, so that way you could actually get my opinion clear when I'm staring at it. But like
that's why he had the shit in the background, B. The whole cover, the cover of the album was him as a kid with Queensbridge in the background, bro.
Sure. I get it.
Yeah.
Y'all making me think different about Illmatic right now. I already thought Illmatic is in my top 5 favorite albums, but y'all making me feel a little different.
Illmatic's when we say when I sit here and say all the time, man, Illmatic is the Bible, B. Like to me it is. To me it is. You know what I'm saying?
My Doggy Style.
Yeah, okay. You know what I'm saying?
I can see that. Doggy Style.
Doggy Style was how we lived. Doggy Style was exactly how we lived, straight up. You know what I mean? All the way. But it's a very unique energy, man. It is very unique. I can't stress that. I was looking online. We was at the airport. No, this one I got back, and I saw a couple opening up a Christian nightclub.
A Christian nightclub. What time it closed?
I don't know, but I was telling.
Wait, what area you say it's in?
This was in LA.
Okay.
And they were opening up a Christian nightclub. And then I was talking to the homie Don, who A&R's at Blue Division, Don Dub, and Don is telling me they used to have a Christian nightclub. And I'm like, why would you have a Christian nightclub?
He used to have a Christian nightclub?
Yes.
Interesting.
You know what though? I could kind of get to it, but because they got NA nightclubs, where it's basically like they just in there to party, they just in there listen to music, and they, you know what I'm saying, they ain't drinking, they ain't doing no drugs, they ain't doing nothing like that. It's like one of y'all parties, that'd be like, you know what I'm saying, one of y'all parties.
My party got liquor.
But you ain't drinking none. You ain't drinking none of it though.
That don't have nothing to do with me. I wouldn't have a party without liquor.
I feel like a Christian nightclub, they probably got wine at least.
They might have wine. You're right. They might have wine.
At least got wine. They probably at least got wine.
Might have wine. Some grape juice.
They take communion shots.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah. Crazy.
But I was explaining it to Don in that conversation. I'm like, Don, man, like, how can you, like, I don't care if you play Christian music. There's a concept of people talking about, oh, we bringing like-minded people together. And I'm like, that is normal. Like, that's what church does. Like, you have to concede a couple things. right? You got to concede what clubs are about, right? It's about people meeting
Yes.
each other. And honestly, it's about people meeting each other to hook up.
Yeah.
The same shit going on at churches.
But that's not the point.
It's the same shit going on at churches,
when you meet somebody at church, do you think they're more looking for a partner to wed, or you think they really trying to find somebody at church to knock down?
They're trying to get some cutty, B. They're trying to get some cutty. They're trying to get some cutty, B.
Look, I'm saying the point of the church is to fellowship and get information. The point of a club is to meet each other and to hook up.
And then, like, who do you get to perform at these nightclubs? Mary or
Christian rappers?
Christian singers.
But if you bring Mary to the club, it's really gonna make somebody want to go.
Yo, imagine Kurt Franklin being up in the club, hyping that shit up all night, B.
Kurt Franklin wouldn't even go to a Christian nightclub.
You crazy? Kurt be up in that shit. You doing walkthroughs. You doing walkthroughs. What are you talking about?
Kurt Franklin is going to the tunnel. He taking this stuff straight to the worldly folks. He trying to convert heads.
Trying to get some.
Lex said, "You know how much box I got from church? Don't be fooled."
That's what I'm saying, B. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, Lex is a heathen. That was crazy, Lex. Like what?
Nah, Lex, they don't know, B. Like, yo, bro, man, come on. They just be up in there just sniping up in the church, B. They be in the church sniping. Word. Come on. Reverend be sniping. The deacon be sniping. The drummer be sniping.
One of the biggest churches in LA. You right, Trap. It was nothing but bad bras in church. Like it was crazy up in there.
I'm not saying that, but
couldn't wait to go to church.
I'm saying the church part of it is to actually go fellowship and learn and learn about the Lord. A nightclub is different. The purpose of it. Now, again, like I told Don, you could use a gun for a hammer. You know what I mean?
That was it. That was it.
You know what I mean? And just
I like that.
Just don't fit. And it's like how do you feel okay as a business owner opening up a place? And then they was like, well, it's for Christians. I'm like, well, what stops people from getting in there that's not Christian? What if niggas is like, oh, the hoe's gonna be in there tonight?
Oh, for sure.
Like, do you deny?
I didn't think about that.
Do you make them read a Bible scripture? Quote John 3:19. You know what I mean? Like how do you separate people?
But that would make people learn more Bible scriptures because I would learn Bible scriptures to get some pussy. Like
that is not cool though. That's what I'm saying.
To get into the club to
fuck,
like, you wouldn't learn Bible scriptures.
Yeah. She got a wagon. I'm learning Bible scriptures.
And then I started looking it up, and there was a lot of, and it's funny because I had this idea, right? Light of Christ, my whole Light of Christ album, the LOC album, right? I wanted to buy a church and turn it into a club.
We used to run.
Yo, we had that. We had that in New York.
I'm sure they do, but I'm saying
Limelight was that though. Limelight, you know what the niggas was doing in that shit? A lot of drugs. It turned the whole church into a fucking club.
Build it that way. It's not a church any longer, right? But it was a church initially, and then you turn into a club with the theme of a church.
You don't have niggas crip walking in this old church, man?
Yes, because at that point it's just property and grounds. But what I'm saying is, at least that's the point of it. What is the point of it's like a vegan hot dog. You know how they taking like they roasting carrots, they skinning carrots, roasting carrots, and then they putting them in between a bun with ketchup and mustard.
It's still crunch. It's still crunch too. It crunch and all that shit.
I don't know. Why not just say I have a carrot?
It's on your mind. It's on your mind, baby.
That's the problem.
It's on your mind.
Problem. People messing with each other's mind, man.
Mm-hmm. It's on your mind. Yeah.
People messing with each other's mind.
Yeah, that's a fact. But I don't really see because like listen, right? Like as far as when you said like would they let a person, I'm saying that's not part affiliated like with the church or religious come up in it, the church's door is supposed to be open for everybody. So I'm gonna assume the church's club supposed to be open for everybody too though. Just know that we're gonna be listening to music.
Church's club, man.
Nah, you just gotta know what kind of music you're gonna be listening to when you go.
Lord's Club.
All right, the Lord's Club. You're right. The Lord's Club.
The Lord's Club.
The Lord's
funny,
Club.
Man.
What? That's what you would name your shit, Trap? The Lord's Club?
I would name it, I ain't gonna say that one right there. I'm gonna name it, come back to me. I'm gonna come up with some ill shit. You know the name of my chicken spot, right?
What?
It's called Breasts and Thighs, B. There's only women working up in there, B. Like that. You know what I'm saying? We got a strip club in the back. We got a strip club in the back. You know what I'm saying? It's breasts and thighs.
That's actually great.
Yeah. Yeah, with a strip club in the back.
Even that's it. Dies, because that's not white.
That's it. That's what we're going with.
The name brand says Sanctuary.
Oh, that's actually not bad.
That's cool. I'm gonna come with some fly shit.
You know how much hands you get laid on in that nightclub? Like, I couldn't, bro. Like, I couldn't fathom somebody what would be the hours?
It gotta, that's what I'm saying. It gotta close kind of early. You can't stay up in there, because if it's Saturday,
exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta get the service on Sunday.
Yeah. So you gotta close at least like 11, 12. You can't stay open too late. You ain't doing 2 in the morning, 4 in the morning.
Is it unchristian if they have drinks?
Wine. I don't think so.
Wine. You're gonna have wine.
No, I think the reverend. I think when the service is over, the reverend get a drink. The reverend get a drink when the service is over.
Oh, what reverend? What reverend? What? He shouldn't be.
Hold on, reverends don't drink.
What? This ain't pastor shouldn't be drinking.
Nah, yeah, reverends drink.
They not priest.
Nah, priest
doing whatever. Priest doing whatever. They don't give a fuck.
Hold on, but priests is more. No. I think it's more commitment to priests than reverends though, B. Because a lot of priests don't even them niggas live in the church. Reverends go home to their life.
They priests are they be drinking, they be smoking, not weed. They not supposed to, but they be smoking.
We ain't gonna say what else they be doing either. Don't say how.
I actually was gonna leave that alone.
I know, please don't do that.
I think everybody knows what the priests be doing.
Yeah. Them niggas is weird. I think reverends be drinking, B, for real. Like I think I've been at a barbecue before, and the reverend was having a beer when we was out at the barbecue.
No, they do. I'm for sure some of them do, but I don't think I don't think they should be doing it. Like, if I saw my reverend out and about drinking, I'd be like, "What you doing, reverend?" Like,
but why though? Why?
Nigga, like
you judging him for drinking? He's here to
coming in on Sunday service with a hangover and shit.
The man of the book is funny.
He's sitting here. His job is to speak the word of Christ right there, B. His job ain't to make sure that motherfuckers don't drink and all that shit like that, B. Like, yo, you could
glasses. If they pay you for the walkthrough, you pulling up.
For sure.
I don't think so.
Come on, man.
You crazy. We in there. You bugging. I'm gonna get you booked, B. We gonna get booked for one of them joints, B. We in there. Bring your book with you. Know what I'm saying? You good.
Hey, and if they got Mary there, he definitely going.
No.
I got to go find. Hey, Mary. Hey, I don't care what nobody say. Mary body is not made for the Lord. Like Mary.
That's how a lot of them is up in there. That's how a lot of them is.
What man? Mary coming in. I could. When I hear when I see them perform, I don't think about Jesus. I ain't think about Jesus when I see Mary get on that stage.
Y'all are true heathens, man.
That's how a lot of them is.
You see Mary when they come out of them.
I could not look at a woman of the Lord in that way.
What?
No, I can't.
What the hell, glasses?
For being honest. They
Mary,
start singing gospel. They start thinking gospel and shit. I'll be like, you know what? I'll pass.
She's crazy. I'm thinking what you was doing Saturday, shorty.
Man,
you was wild on Saturday.
Mary,
you know what
Bible thick. Like I ain't no way.
GP, is you with me? Mary, is you with me?
I'm not.
We on it.
Mary. I don't know. There's a hot take, but Mary look better than Salt and Pepper to me.
You talking about back in the day? Salt and Pepper, talking about Salt and Pepper right now.
Nice.
Prime Salt and Pepper?
Prime Salt and Pepper.
Both of them age. No, hold on.
Pepper.
Hold on.
Mary, before they got a little heavy, but Prime Mary, when they was thicker than dinosaurs, like against Salt and Pepper.
Dinosaurs are thick.
I'm saying like T-Rex.
Yeah. T-Rex, that big old dinosaur with the long neck, got the big old ass and shit like that.
What women, right? I'm talking about a woman T-Rex, not a guy T-Rex.
Bro, what is wrong with y'all, bro?
Have you seen
it's like a hippopotamus? Hippopotamus smart dinosaur.
In my life, thought of a T-Rex as thick.
Listen, I don't know about T-Rex. I'm talking about that shit with the long neck. They got that big old.
Said about dinosaurs being
I'm
thick.
saying T-Rexes are ass.
There's some big boned dinosaurs out there, B. Some big boned dinosaurs.
Jurassic Park the same.
There's some new one coming out too. You know that, right?
They better not know T-Rexes.
That shit crazy. When they gonna stop that shit?
Put some clothes on them T-Rexes.
A thick dinosaur is crazy.
Yo, but back to that Salt and Pepper shit, B. Salt and pepper, I feel like they aging graceful. They aging like wine.
Oh, I
They
agree.
aging like wine. Pepper looking.
Said,
Pepper.
I don't know neither. She said, I don't know how I got here. I don't know why I get y'all, but
what, the dinosaur big booties?
That's, bruh. Nobody
big booty
ever looked
dinosaurs.
at the ass on a dinosaur. Y'all got some problems, dog.
If y'all niggas never look at the shape of a T-Rex, y'all tripping.
I'm talking about the shit that got the big old rump. That be walking with the big rump, with the long neck. They got the long neck with the big rump. They walking through the whole shit.
Why are you
about that shit? That's how they walk. That's how they walk. That's how they walk, B. That big old ass just be. That big old ass just be. Boom, boom, boom,
Yeah,
boom, 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 boom.
Yeah. Hey.
You know what I'm
big
saying?
dinosaur ass.
Yeah, big dinosaur ass. Word. That's what I'm about to start saying. Bring your big dinosaur ass over here, man. Yeah. That's gonna be the new one.
Yeah, hey. Brontosaurus booty.
Listen, we ain't hating no dinosaur booties. You know what I mean? All right, next subject.
What happened since I left?
Oh. Yo, they said, the other day, I went back and listened to it, right? What? They said, Glasses left for 2 minutes. This shit done turned into... It wasn't that wild when I started pulling out the packs on it. Yo, nigga said, yo, nigga left for 2 minutes and they don't even know how to act now.
I feel like the other parent left out the room. Like when Glasses left, I was like, what? I started looking around like, what the fuck?
That was on King though. That was on King.
Shout out to everybody at the lunch table, man, cooking up, man. Eileen said Coach might need to be escorted out the theater.
Oh my God. Jurassic Park, maybe.
But what is wrong with y'all, bro?
Moving like this.
So it's good though, man. Nightclubs and thick dinosaurs, for sure. I'm starting there. Okay, I posted on Twitter. I want the Jim Jones and Nas collab.
Fuck out of here. We don't want that shit, man. Yo, we ain't doing that, dog. We ain't about to do that. We ain't about to do that. No. 21 got away with that shit the first time. And that was an ADHD. That shit happened ADHD. 21 got a song out of Nas. We ain't gonna just be doing that. You say something crazy about Nas, he do a song with you. No, we ain't doing that, bro.
What did he say crazy about Nas?
Even mention him in the same, bro. Listen, I did a great breakdown the other day, right? If somebody was to come on the shit and go, ask Isaiah Ryder, yo, man, the young boy said, know what I'm saying, you walking in the same path as, know what I'm saying, like you walking the same steps as Michael Jordan do, know what I'm saying? What you think of that?
Y'all don't think John is right at this point that y'all kind of getting
John? No, he's not right. No, ain't no idol of worship go on here, B. It's just recognize.
What's wrong with him? He never disrespected Nas. A kid.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't. A kid said, "We fuck with Jim Jones more than Nas." He's 22 years old. That's what this kid said. He made.
And you know what he supposed to say? That little nigga bugging.
Yeah.
Why is he supposed to say this nigga bugging?
Because he was bugging.
But didn't Jim Jones say something about, I used to listen to Nas when I was like,
no, I got a better clip than that.
But nigga, come to find out, that nigga Jim Jones is 3 years younger than Nas.
I mean, but
he made it seem like Nas was 47.
But Jay-Z grew up on LL Cool J, and LL is only a year older than Jay.
I mean, that's true, but the way Jim said it, he damn near said it like Nas is ancient or something.
I got one better than that though.
Nas started his career 10 years before Jim Jones started his career.
Facts, but
Certified Gangster doesn't come out to 2004. Illmatic comes out in 94. So he did kind of grow up to Nas music. Like he wasn't a rapper. He wasn't in the business. So for the first 10 years, that's what he listened to.
I get you.
So let me ask y'all this. So you saying if somebody compares you, Coach, to a basketball player, you're like, man, Coach, you as good as Coach as Phil Jackson.
What you gonna say, Coach?
Like, nah, you can't compare me to the God Phil Jackson.
What you gonna say, Coach?
You can't compare me to the God.
Glasses is a dirty motherfucker for that.
Like, no. Be honest. Be honest. What you gonna say, Coach?
No, see, he know me too well, so
you can't compare me. You can't compare me to the guy Phil Jackson. You know, Phil Jackson is the man. I'm just nothing.
Okay, so he got me. Hey, hands up,
Ray. Y'all cut that shit out.
He got me. I'm out. Hey, he got me.
Coach, Coach.
This example Glasses gave in his life. I'm done. I'm out. He right. I would not be sitting here and being like, If you can't compare me to Phil Jackson, that's the guy for
Phil Jackson.
The fuck you did like Phil Jackson?
Man,
Hey, I'm out, man.
Phil
Hey,
Jackson.
What
nigga,
the fuck you did like Phil Jackson?
Get out. You think I'm Phil Jackson with
Nigga
your
got me.
stupid ass.
Nigga got me.
Stupid
Nigga
ass.
got me.
So you telling me the same thing. So if let's say if somebody compared you to a father, like a all-time great father.
No,
you gotta
do that. You can't
Premier.
do that. You can't do that. That's different. That's different. That's different, bro. Because
So if I
anytime,
told you,
listen. Let me tell you something real quick. Though.
Okay, listen. So if I say, man, Trap, you nice as Premier.
Thank you.
You gonna cuss me out? Nigga, you sound
No,
crazy.
no, you know what I'm gonna say? You know what I'm gonna say?
Hold up, no.
I'm gonna say that.
I ain't nowhere
That's what I'm
near
gonna say.
Premier.
That's what I'm gonna say, bro.
No, you're not.
No, you.
No, what I'm gonna say is this, bro. Listen, I don't move with ego. I don't move with ego, B.
Not ego.
That is ego.
That's not ego.
That's all ego, B.
That's not
all ego. If a nigga came in here right now and said, yo,
you made a case that you nice as Premier. Somebody saying you as dope as Premier is their opinion.
All right, let me get my response right now.
No,
I would say,
you're
my brother. I would say, my brother, I greatly appreciate that. But don't mention me up there with Premier. Premier is just true. You know what I'm saying? He's well more accomplished than me. You know what I'm saying? He done got more things done than me. I'm not even to be mentioned amongst Premier as what he done accomplished within this whole shit, though, B.
Tripping.
No, that's what I would say.
I think Glasses made the perfect point. If you came out your mouth, jumped on this mic right now and said, hey, Premier ain't got shit on me, then that's moving with ego. Yeah. Then we'll be like, oh, what you talking about? But if a dude come up to you and say, hey, man, hey, Trap,
this is who we
I'm not with getting my ego stroke, B. Fuck all that shit, nigga.
How the ego stroke?
Yes, it is. You trying to get an ego stroke. Oh, yo, this nigga think I'm nice. At least somebody think I'm nice.
B. And keep it moving. Thank you, B. And keep it moving. Oh, man, I appreciate that, B. And keep you ain't gonna say no. Hey, man,
you out of line, little young
DJ
punk.
Premier.
No, you gotta tell.
There with him. Come on.
No, you gotta tell that young nigga, yo, listen, bro. Don't let nobody else hear you say that shit right there, B. For real, for real.
What?
No, that's
like, for real. They gonna think you crazy, son. They gonna think you delusional, B. For real. They gonna think that your ears ain't working right.
What if somebody? What if your kid said, "Man, you as good of a dad as LeVar Ball"?
That's my kids.
Damn, this nigga said LeVar Ball.
That's my kids, though.
What
know what I'm saying? I don't listen. The thing is this, though. When it comes to father, because you said it before, though. When it comes to father like that, like I got people coming to me all the time. Go, you a great dad. I'm like, I'm not a great dad. I'm just doing what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing.
Shout out to Ruffian TV. Y'all stop. Listen. Okay. This is something we got to work on at the lunch table. Right? And this is something that's important to me.
What was that? Pin it.
I can't see it. I don't know how to think.
You can't do it for him?
I know.
Can't do it for him?
But this is my problem.
I go see it. Hold on.
Y'all have to stop conflating what you think somebody means with what they said. And it's really hard as adults to do this because it's so easy to go into the natural nature of what you feel about what somebody's saying. Or this goes back to that same argument that I used to have with y'all about Diddy when y'all all was trying to throw him to the wolves. And I kept telling y'all motherfuckers, I'm like, hey, the charges ain't right. Like, I get that he did something wrong, but how they're, getting at him is not correct. The things they're charging with is not correct. And when you guys were all mad and you was all pumped up with your fake outrage because you got into it with his old lady, you allowed this to get so far. Now you're looking up like this is probably too far. But I told you this from the first day. Look, Jim Jones is not shitting on Nas, bro. A 22-year-old kid, a 22-year-old dude, he's not even a kid, he's an adult, a 22-year-old man. That means he was born in 2003. He explained to somebody they grew up more hearing Jim Jones music. If you understand this, right, when Nas is the majority of his run in his greatest years that people really revere is 93 to 2003. By the time 2004-05 comes along where Jim Jones is there, Nas was saying hip hop was dead. It had a different feel to it. And I understand if you were only introduced then because now the records aren't as big. The version of Nas at this point that we're talking about, Nas has some of the biggest records in the country for 10 years straight. He wasn't just some backpack rapper. This nigga had huge smashes. So again, if a 22-year-old man says, hey, we grew up to Jim Jones, Ballin', Pop Champagne, Summers in Miami, that's his perspective. And there's nothing wrong with Jim coming back saying, I get his perspective. He has been alive this long. He's been alive this long. He's been alive from 2003-04 to now. I've accomplished a lot as far as East Coast rap goes from 2004 to now.
I get what you're saying 100% Glasses, but the problem with Jim is I don't know if he said it as well as you just said it.
No, but that's also because I'm not listening with feelings. I'm not listening with how I feel. I don't feel any way about Jim Jones, and I don't feel any way about Nas. So it don't matter where I hold Nas. It's just a conversation. Like I don't praise anybody enough to where.
Oh God, this shit is crazy, B. This fucking idol praising shit is whack.
I know, but it
is whack, B. Shit is whack, son.
I understand, but you don't think you referencing somebody as a god is in the same vein?
I didn't say nobody was a god.
You did say he was a god.
Who?
You said
when I say that?
You said that multiple times. You like the god Nas in reference. Of course you.
No, I didn't. I didn't say that this episode.
Not this episode, Trap.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say. I know I ain't say it right now. I know I ain't say it right now.
I'm saying in reference.
Only God it is Rakim. B. Rakim's the God. B.
Whoever.
What's his name? God's son. He God's son.
Sure, that's Jesus. Either way, that's a God. Moving forward,
God's
right? I'm not mad at any of that. And I'm not knocking none of it. I'm saying it's okay that he says, hey, I've accomplished a lot over these last 21 years.
Okay, listen. Let me say this real quick, please. Let me say this real quick, Coach. Let me say this real quick.
Okay.
See, this is the problem, though, bro. All that accomplishment shit is going into the matter of the metrics of that is fucking is numbers and shit. Like what you accomplished, bro, that could compare to Nas on the culture, though, bro. We don't care about no numbers.
Stop doing that. Stop doing that. Everybody don't have to bow and kiss rings, bro.
Glass sound like a real West Coast nigga now.
No, it's because I'm like that.
West Coast niggas ain't kissing no ring.
That's not true. I pay homage to a lot of people, and I'm that way. But everybody don't gotta be like Glasses. Everybody don't gotta say, you know what, you better than me. I hate that niggas feel like that got to be the sentiment. We wouldn't have anything great if this happened.
You know what happens?
Playing behind a ball, blah, blah, blah. But it's okay if that. Now, listen, there was no true conversation between Jim Jones and Nas' greatness. Nas has accomplished more in his career. But there's nothing wrong with him staking his claim and then explaining and defending one of his fans. And the fact that I got to express this is ridiculous. It's not about semantics.
Because I don't know if he was exactly coming to the defense of one of his fans. I feel like he started comparing his catalog against Nas, and then when somebody fact checked his ass, he had to come back and be like, "Hey,
the billboards. I was wrong about the billboards, though."
I didn't read it like that. So if he would have said how you say in the G, I would have been with. I would have been with Jim.
Even when he started comparing his catalog, that was in reference to saying what he's accomplished outside of Dipset. He was specifically saying what he was able to do on his own and compared to the rest of Dipset. And then he said you could compare it to Nas. But again, it's not about that. It's okay to compare it to Nas.
No, it's not.
It is.
Like we saw what happened when he compared it to Nas. He had to come backtrack.
But the fact that
he had to come back.
But the fact that y'all got that out of that, you feel like you need to stand up for one of the greatest legacies in hip hop is just ridiculous.
I don't feel like we have to stand up for Nas, but I feel like people are just coming around like, hey, what are you doing now, bro? Like that is not.
That's not
like,
what
you know what you're doing right now. You know what you're doing right now. What? You know what you're doing right now. Yo, at least little nigga acted tough though, B. You know what I'm saying? He went in the ring against Mike Tyson. He might have got knocked out, but he got in the ring though.
Yeah, like it's like with that example G gave earlier about me and Phil Jackson. Like if I would have came back and said check my stats against Phil, that would have been crazy.
Like Tyson Garcia says, no, he said his catalog was better. Cut it out, Nas.
He did.
You're a fucking lie. Stop lying.
No. He didn't say that. He didn't say his catalog. He didn't say his catalog was better. What he did say, he said his metrics and his numbers was better. He said his metrics. He said his metrics and his numbers is right there with Nas. That's what he said.
No, he did not say that.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Why you keep on, yo, G? Why do you keep on leaving that part out?
What he's saying. I'm not going by how I feel about him comparing himself.
Why did he feel the need?
Should I play it? I can play it.
Why did he do that?
He never said
I can play it too.
Numbers were better than Nas.
I'm saying, why did he have the need to come backtrack then? Why did he?
He said, check the billboards. You guys insinuating that that's what he meant is your problem.
Wait, but why did he?
No, he said that, bro.
Why did he come back and backtrack?
He didn't
said
he
that.
come back and backtrack where?
He came back and said, "Okay, I misspoke with the numbers. I misspoke with those numbers. I was so
Again,
why?
I need to
why
see
did
that.
he do that?
I need
No,
to
he
see
said on Shannon Sharp. On Shannon Sharp,
somebody
he said
find
that.
it. Somebody find it. Yeah, he said. Yeah, he did.
I found all the clips. Want to play the clips? I found all the clips right now.
Somebody find it because
I ain't gonna let you do stuff like that. I ain't gonna let you do stuff like that, Glasses.
I'm not arguing for him. I'm arguing against lynch culture, like lynch mob culture.
We're not
Where y'all
lynching this
find
nigga.
somebody
Why you
new
think we lynching
every
him? We're not
week.
lynching him.
Because instead of y'all looking at this moment to see what Jim Jones has accomplished over the last 20 years, you sitting right here acting like you need to defend a fucking Nas legacy.
I honestly, when I saw what Jim Jones had accomplished, I was more surprised that he accomplished that much. I was like, okay, he did do a lot.
He never said his catalog was better than Nas. That's a lie. He never said his solo was better than Nas. That's a lie. He never said none of these things. He said
he had
and check their numbers.
He shouldn't
said
have
he
said
had just as many Billboard entries as Nas.
Okay,
He said he had just as many Billboard entries as Nas. What he said?
He never said he had as many Billboard entries as Nas. He never said that.
He shouldn't
Can I
have
play
said
the clip?
it.
Can I play the clip? Can I play the clip? Can I play the clip?
Yes.
I ain't got to show the clip. I can play it. Can I play the clip?
I guess I don't know how it works.
Let me play the clip then. Yeah, y'all can continue on talking. I'm gonna play the clip.
Oh, still today.
Yeah, still might go.
Who calling me? Who calling my phone? That's my shit right there, right now. Yeah, that shit came on the spot the other night. That shit was jumping.
Shout out to Moo Moo. He said we could have talked about his accomplishment without talking about Nas. He didn't bring up Nas, man.
What?
He didn't bring up Nas. Some kid. Fuck, man. You know what? Whatever.
He should let that kid have that.
Sure. And then Fat Joe asked him about what the kid said.
Bro, like, but even in your with your example you brought up with me and Trap, if Trap would have came in and be like, hey man, check me and Premier's numbers, like that would be crazy talk. Like you could take the compliment and be like, all right, thank you, brother, and then move on.
Shout out to Lex. Fat Joe asked him. He didn't just start talking
what
about
if Fat Joe
this.
asked him?
He said, hey, man, you saw the thing with the kid saying this. And he said, I get what that kid is saying. I get what young homie is saying.
He's going to say thank you.
He don't have to, listen, nobody have to be meager.
I appreciate it, young fella. I appreciate it. Keep it pushing. not continue. But he's right. But we all talked about this already, Glasses. He's smart. The algorithm, he tapped into it. He did the right thing. He's supposed to jump in head first into that shit. He's supposed to do that. He's supposed to come in there and be like, fuck Nas. He's supposed to do that.
I watched the clip. Shout out to Before the Fam. I watched the clip with the kid, the whole thing, not the edited version. And I watched the clip with Jim Jones on Fat Joe show. That's what I watched. I watched all of those things. I didn't watch the clips. I watched the actual thing so I could get what was being said.
You know what's crazy though? I only seen that clip from the kid, right? But I heard the kid was just saying wild shit through the whole shit, though, B. This nigga's got a lot of airtime. You get a lot of airtime, B. Cut that nigga minutes short, B. That nigga don't need no more airtime, B. That little young nincompoop, that's a new YN shit. Young nincompoop don't need no more airtime, B. That man was saying crazy. That young boy was saying crazy things.
Oh, my God.
With who?
Y'all grown-ass people do it with basketball.
Here come Glasses.
You do it with boxing, nigga. What the fuck is you talking about?
I don't put
yes, you do.
boxers. I actually look at all boxing.
You said Mike Tyson not a top 20 boxer, B. You don't get out of here with that, man.
When did I say he wasn't a top 20 boxer?
Not 10, not top 10.
I said he was 10.
Well, not top 5 then, nigga. What you talking about? Not top
that's
5.
Because I don't compare it times. Just like when me and Coach was talking about, I'm like, Coach, I get if somebody today is looking, they don't know history. They don't know history, right? So they're talking about what they saw. You can play.
You want to play the clip? All right, let me see if I can bring it up. Oh, shit. I'm going to try to do it so we ain't got to what's the name.
Yeah, G did say heavyweight, top 5 heavyweight, not boxer of all time.
I didn't think it was a top 5 heavyweight. Personally, Mike Tyson would be probably 10 out of heavyweights I saw. I mean, out of heavyweights I saw.
You can hear it? You can hear it?
No.
I can't hear it? I probably can't play it. I'm going to send it to you, Glasses. I probably can't play it on my end now. If y'all can't hear it, then that's I don't know what that's
Kev Dog. Jim Jones' history is dissing Nas, Glasses, but this ain't him dissing Nas. He didn't disrespect Nas at all. Like he didn't disrespect Nas. I'm just being honest, man. Like I don't have no dog in the race. Shout out to
I'm
Lex.
putting in the group chat. I'm putting in the group chat glasses.
I don't care about none of that, Lex. It's not about gangs. I'm just saying he didn't disrespect
gangs.
Nas. He didn't insult Nas.
Yeah, it's so crazy.
Where you get gangs from?
Hey, G, so I'm not on a history of Jim Jones and Nas. I know they have a little.
Yeah,
history.
I don't know their history.
Okay, that's
what he was bringing that shit up on Shannon's show though. That was kind of like.
Yeah, but I don't know the history, and I don't get into that.
Like, you don't know the history. So can I tell you the history then? Can I tell you the history then?
No, I don't want to know the history between.
No, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you a short history of it. I'm gonna tell you the short.
History.
I'm gonna tell you the short history. So now I'm gonna tell you the short because it's interesting though. Y'all might like it. So now, we all know about Takeover. You know what I'm saying? How Takeover was first delivered on the Summer Jam screen and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? That was back in June of 2000. He put Prodigy on the Summer Jam screen. Now we fast forward, December 4th, Ether come out. You know what I'm saying? Ether's taking over, Ether going crazy. Summer Jam's coming around now. So Nas put together his whole Summer Jam, and he wanted to have a dummy like Jay-Z. He wanted to lynch it during Summer Jam. You know what I'm saying? Somebody was like, nah, we're not doing that, bro. Somebody said, we're not doing that. Nas like, nah, let me do what I do. You let the man put this man in the fucking Summer Jam screen in the ballerina suit. Let me do what I want to do within my artistry. Somebody was like, nah, we're not doing that. We're not gonna have you lynch another man right now on the stage. We're not doing that, bro. So Nas left the show. He didn't even perform. He leaves the show. He goes to Power 105. You know what I'm saying? And he just starts ranting. He just starts ranting, going crazy. You know what I'm saying? He just starts talking about, he mentioned Nori. He mentioned mad artists, but he mentioned Cameron too.
Oh yeah, I heard this.
He mentioned Cameron too. So when he mentioned Cameron, that just left Jim out. It was Jim moment right there. Jim was like, yo, it was over. Koofy slapping time, this. So the whole Koofy slapping shit started from there. And that was a slick shit. That I'm gonna tell you like this though. Jim got some quotable shit when it comes to these beef shit though. Cause the Koofy slapping shit is in the Hall of Fame. And when a nigga called in on Hot 97, when Mace was on Hot 97, nigga said, Betha. And he was calling the nigga Betha. Like, you know what I'm saying? Jim got moments, but the Koofy slapping shit is in the Hall of Fame of like, just like nigga getting fly on somebody though. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me close this shit out right now. So that's the whole history. I'll keep it short.
Is that Nas rant? Is that Nas rant online?
It's online. It's online.
Yeah.
Want me to send it to you?
Shout out to Red Rose. Nas is a hip hop artist that is overly protected.
Jeez.
What's
happening?
What?
That was interesting.
Nigga, the president walk around with fucking Secret Service their whole life after they're president, nigga. What are you talking about?
That's an interesting take.
What are you talking about, bro? Like, come on, y'all gotta stop this hate on Nas.
I didn't really hear any disrespect from Jim Jones in those two instances, disrespecting Nas.
Yo, check the group chat. I sent you the what's the name too if you want to play it. I sent you the clip from Jim Jones. I'm gonna find a Nas clip right now. But yo, listen, man, y'all with this whole niggas idol worshiping, niggas doing this, that shit is corny, dude. That shit is corny. Like, bro, a man puts out greatness and do greatness to be acknowledged as being great, B. Know what I'm saying? Like, what this man Nas done did, B, we should look at him as being superior, a superior person within hip hop.
That's not the point, though. We understand it. Here's the clip. Let me play that. Oh, you know what? Hold up, I got my.
You gonna play from the phone? Play from the phone, though. I'm gonna find a Nas rant. I'm finding a Nas joint too. I can hear that. I'm gonna find a Jim Jones joint too.
Saw a clip on Instagram where a young kid was comparing you to Nas and saying that you got big hits. He looked to you. He learned how to wear the BB Simon belt from you. He got his swag. Like, how crazy is that? Because in my era, you know what I'm saying, Nas is like a god.
In my era too. I mean,
so to be compared,
let me that young kid out. Let me.
He was young, and we loved that he loved Jim Jones. I want you to break.
Let's break this down. I admired Nas. But remember, Nas' first record, The Barbecue, came out when I was in 11th grade. So Nas was my idol when I was young. Like you did, came to dressing, the wordplay, the music, everything. I was a superior Nas fan. Period. I'd never take that away from him. But then as I got in the game, you got to realize that your rivals would be idols, and not to take anything away from that. I developed my own style and my own lane that these kids start to gravitate towards the same way I gravitated towards Nas when I was younger and things like that. It's a whole different generation. We're talking about 94, 93. I was in 11th grade.
Shout out to the homie Steve Cujo, the African. Nas and Jim are 3 years apart age-wise in hip-hop. They're from two different generations. Jay-Z and LL Cool J are 1 year apart, but they're actually viewed from two different generations. You know what I mean? Jay-Z and LL Cool J are the same age, but they're not in the same generation of hip-hop. So when y'all keep saying that, it's a disingenuous argument to keep bringing up their ages. Their ages doesn't matter. It's like one came out in 94, the other came out in 2004.
Yeah, you got to put the career age.
Came out in 1984. Jay-Z came out in 1996. So let's just have some conversations and some level of genuine faith. Y'all know what the man is saying when he's saying they're from different eras of music.
It's 2025. There's a big gap there, you know what I mean? And I want people to understand that. So when Shorty's telling people that, yeah, he's 20-some years old. That
again, he's defending the kid's position about himself.
But
just finna young dumb motherfuckers though, huh?
He
just finna young dummies.
He did say something very interesting in that, in what he's saying with that, when your idols become rivals, or he said rivals. Why did he say that?
Because when you get in this business, you are supposed to make the best records. You are competing to make the best records. I would love to make better records than Snoop, Ice Cube, and anybody else.
Glasses, can I ask you a question, please?
I think you look at them like rivals, though.
When has Nas ever been Jim Jones' rival?
I would have never knew that. Like, I don't know if they ever directly competed. I wouldn't be the person to ask about that.
No,
but I think he would. I think what I got from that, now it could be this depth of what y'all talking about in New York, of y'all knowing their circumstances. To me, I'm looking at it like he wants to be the best rapper, and here's the person that he kind of came out of high school looking at as the best rapper. So he wanted to compete to be the best rapper. I'm gonna play this some more.
Goes to show the part of the era that he's in, that I came into light and started going crazy that these kids love me. They don't really know who Nas is. If he's 22, he's born in 03.
Not all of them. Some of them know.
You know what I mean?
A lot of them know.
Yes. But it's that.
Some music.
Nah.
Some kids that.
No, I love that.
There's some kids that love hip hop.
20, so I mean,
but your kid, he's your son.
He's your son.
He's your son.
No, but he knows.
My son.
This is the wild shit. Watch this.
Can't tell you one Nas record.
Shout out to Pacino, Montana. When idols become rivals is a deep statement. I don't know what that felt like. I don't want to rival with my idols. That's just me. Man, I went through that personally with Ice Cube. Like, I went through that with Ice Cube, where there was a situation where Ice Cube was saying the same thing.
You brought that on yourself.
I didn't bring anything on myself.
You ain't have to tell them people what that man was in. I'm gonna stop.
Again, again, how is that bringing it on myself? Because I'm being straight up honest. Like, I didn't call a man out his name. I didn't say nothing to disrespect that man.
Called him a sucker.
I never.
You told him he was scared to come out the store.
He was scared.
I'm telling you what happened. I never said anything.
When them niggas from Watts was outside, you was shaking your boots. That's what you said.
I didn't say that, dog. That would be intent to make somebody feel bad. That was never my intent. Like, it's just the truth. Like, again,
that's the thing. Telling the truth. That's the thing. If he tells the truth, you can't be disrespected by it, or you shouldn't feel no type of way about it.
Disrespect is with intent.
Glasses come in here and be like, "Hey,
like,
coach, you a blind motherfucker." He's telling the facts, but I'd be like,
Glasses, I'm blind too.
Not if I say you're a blind motherfucker.
You gotta let everybody know. You gotta let everybody know.
Mind, that's not me insulting you. Now, what people can be feeling disrespected by is different than you disrespecting somebody. Like, again, everybody is trying to take their thoughts and make it exactly what a fact is. Like, they're taking how they feel about Nas, or how they feel about Jim, or how they feel about the tandem. I don't care. That'd be my thing.
The front stoop, hip hop.
Let me play the rest of this.
I got the other clip to play too.
You heard? Like, let's keep it a buck here.
Yeah, but
like,
let's
keep it a buck. You heard? Let's keep it a buck because you'll bring it up. There must be some type of misconception or what's that word? When it comes to Jim
Stroking his
Jones
ego.
in this game. A lot of these rappers
We made him take the darkies off.
A lot of these rappers have done a tremendous job, and I take nothing away from them. But they forget I got a hell of a catalog. Me, Jim Jones, myself, gold records, platinum records, gold albums, platinum albums. No, me, Jim Jones. No diplomats, no nobody else. Me, Jim Jones. Check my track record, then check everybody else's track record. Then go to the billboards and check all my entries, then check all them niggas' entries and shit like that. And I'm not taking nothing away from nobody, but I hear.
Like when he said that, he was referencing himself and the diplomats.
Let it go. Let it please keep going.
I know, but let's stop. Let's stop right there. That y'all so sore about.
Let it please keep going.
Right?
Let it keep going, please.
Totally
Please.
get it. But this is the problem. But this is just hold on and listen, Trap. But this is the problem. Y'all take a whole thing and you don't listen to any context. So you put the last thing and the first thing he said together and made it something. So
my brother, can you please let that please
comparisons and then niggas be trying to act funny when it comes. No, I've been spanking a lot of this shit. I'm talking about the industry. I've been putting on. So let's not get into that where we get into numbers and I gotta show you the statistics of what I've done. You heard to what other people was done. You heard, and if you want to go to the billboard entries, pull up Nas billboard entries and pull up my billboard.
What?
Let's
what you say? Hold it there.
Okay. So you right, Glasses.
25 to 3. That's what's wrong with it.
When niggas went to the entries and start putting them up, now it started looking weird.
25 to 3.
Yeah.
When I heard that and I looked it up, Nas has 75 billboard entries. As far
how
as
many he had?
Jim Jones had 25.
What
Nas
the fuck?
50.
You don't mention.
It's 1/3 of his.
Nas, listen.
It's a third.
Nas had like almost double the amount of album entries. But I never in my life thought, did any of y'all ever think to yourself, Jim Jones had accomplished as much as Nas?
Yes. On the back of Cameron, he did it, nigga. On the back of Cameron, he did it. The fuck is you talking about? He ain't doing it by himself. My bad, I'm calling. On the back of Cameron, he did it.
We're not gonna do that.
Yes, I'm gonna do that.
That was his
yes, I'm gonna. On the back of Dipset, he gonna do it. Dipset is Cameron's. Cameron is Dipset.
That's his point, bro. His point was what he's accomplished on his own.
All right,
and that's when he starts saying, check the billboard. Listen, where Jim, if I had one thing to say, Jim got loose in articulating his point.
Okay.
Right, because his first initial point was talking about him rising up out of Dipset and accomplishing things, and he started to say compare them in minds. And
but if you round around with the Dipset flag, everything you're doing, are you really doing that without Dipset?
He's saying what he's accomplished in the music industry on his own. It's a lot of people in Dipset that don't have gold and platinum albums or Jim Jones' career. Jewels don't have Jim Jones' career.
Because we know why Jewel. We know why that happened with Jewels though. Them niggas stunted Jewel shit though. You know what I'm saying? Within the whole Def Jam. I'm not gonna get into all that though. But listen though, like I'm saying though, on some real shit, it ain't like he tried to run around with his own flag. He tried to do the Bird Gang shit. Then the shit ain't go.
I'm not. See, again, here we go into these other.
He run around with the Dipset flag, which is Cameron.
People that ran around with the Dipset flag that didn't do anything. You got to give the nigga like this is the thing, right? When I looked up their billboard entries, there was never a time in my life listening to that I got. He thought he had more billboard entries. Now I'm not saying whether he did. I don't know his mind state, but I know that he know Jim Jones. I know he know that Nas has 10 years on him in the business. At a pinnacle. So again, when I looked at that, I didn't get, hey, you know what? I never looked at it to see if Jim Jones had more billboard entries than Nas. I looked at it to see what has Jim Jones accomplished in the business. That's all I'm saying.
Coach, you want to say something, Coach?
All I want to say is, okay, I think Glasses made a good, I think he cleared up some of the stuff he said by saying Jim Jones got loose with his interpretation of what he initially started with. I think he did get a little loose with his comments, and I think that's where he kind of fucked up at. He probably should have never, when he kept it on, what I did by myself, that was straight. But as soon as he referenced Nas
But he didn't reference Nas.
No, he did, bro. He did, bro.
This is the thing. This is
why you keep leaving out the part when he mentioned Nas' name, bro, during that whole conversation?
Because the conversation, Fat Joe brought up Nas' name. He didn't just randomly bring up Nas' name. The reason niggas want to sit down and talk to him, Trap is so they could bring up Nas' name. He's not going out of his way to bring up Nas' name.
You know what the best part of that interview was, though?
Is when he brought up Nas shit. Why did he feel like he had to bring up Nas' name again later on when he starts talking about his stuff on it? He could have left Nas' name out of that.
Because there's nothing wrong with him bringing up Nas. Is not somebody that's above reproach, and you can't bring up his name.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Niggas should just start bringing up Obama all the time, man, nigga.
He probably should have left it alone. I think he probably should have.
And that's what I don't agree with y'all.
Okay,
I mean,
that's fine.
Now, how I conduct myself is my business, but I don't think every man should have to adhere to y'all standards of existence.
So you bringing up Snoop? You bringing up Snoop, bro? You bringing up Snoop when niggas talk about some Snoop shit?
Okay.
But niggas sit there, hold on, niggas sit there and say, yo, I'm asking a question right now, right?
Because nobody with a clear mind.
I got a great question for you. I got a great question for you right now, B. Being that you the biggest loke, right?
Sure.
If niggas bring up and say, yo, listen, man, Glass Malone, you know what I'm saying? He the biggest loke. Now, yeah, Snoop done did what he did, though. It's cool what Snoop did. Glass is the biggest loke, though, bro. What you gonna say?
That to Snoop all the time.
What you gonna say they bring that to you, though, when your nigga said that?
I hear people do that all the time.
What are you gonna say if that's brought you in an interview?
What do you mean? Again, you're asking me something. I'm not gonna be offended.
Is it a good question?
Here's a great example. I wouldn't be offended. I'm not offended. Like, I'm not offended that I told y'all what Snoop accomplishes every fucking week and y'all act like it ain't nothing. I'm not offended that I could tell you check Nas Billboard entries compared to Snoop and y'all wouldn't respect it. I'm not offended. I had to do it all the time. To y'all. One nigga been putting belt ass for 30 fucking years and on the Billboard charts and you don't give two fucks because it's not the person you like. So this is a standard thing that I have to deal with. I am the person that kind of think that way. I am the kind of person that don't compare himself to other people. But that is not how everybody has to behave in the business. Everybody don't have to concede a thought. I never got from this whole conversation he thought he was better than Jim Jones.
Okay.
I never thought. He was never better than Nas. We can loosely say he may have thought that. But then again, if you compare when Jim Jones started his career and you compare with Nas in that time, you'll realize he has been whooping a lot of niggas on the Billboard, including Nas.
Okay, so I'm gonna say it like this then. Right? Sure. Y'all like doing that shit 2004, right?
I'm not doing that.
That nigga still laughed him 3 times. He laughed him 3 times.
Trap.
He got a head start and laughed him 3 times.
I'm not doing that. Listen, in my mind, when you compare the totality of their careers, Jim Jones is not Nas. But the fact that y'all think he's supposed to bow and kiss ass with y'all because y'all think it's cool, that don't make no fucking sense because none of y'all would do the same.
Nobody said Jim Jones need to bow and kiss ass glasses. All I'm saying
nobody said that at all.
What Jim Jones did, he did open up the door for this conversation, which I think he likes. I think he liked that he opened the door for this conversation.
But it's a marketing part. But it is offensive.
It's all marketing.
Like he is not worthy to be mentioned in the same category as another rapper.
He's not. And that's the problem. That's why they have tears. It's tears within hip hop, bro.
No tears. You made the tears.
Yes, it is.
It's not.
No, it's tears.
Where's the official tier level?
But I think this is why people tears. I think this is why people say Jim Jones.
The listeners.
I think he knows he shouldn't be mentioned with. He know he shouldn't have. He know that him and Nas is not. Nobody ever said, "Hey, Nas or Jim Jones." That was never no barbershop talk.
Somebody did say that.
That's
a young nincompoop. A young nincompoop.
Yes, YN said that.
So again,
this is young nincompoop. You never been in the barbershop and somebody came up to you and say, "Hey, Nas or Jim."
The point is, the conversation is a public barbershop.
It's not a thing.
We heard a 22-year-old man giving his perspective.
Okay,
and then
this is why.
And then the conversation moved on to Fat Joe asking him.
Right.
Yo, and he responded the way he wanted to respond. I still never got he disrespected Nas in the conversation.
Which he responded the way he wanted to respond, which enabled us to respond the way we want to respond.
Y'all was responding.
Let me ask you this, right?
In the first place.
Let me ask you this, right?
You open up a lot of doors to get this.
Can a homeless nigga pull up on a nigga, a fashion icon and say, no, I'm saying I'm dressing just as good as you. Can they do that?
Most fashion icons dress like they homeless anyway.
Oh God. Yo, listen though, right? Yeah, I hear you. Yo, that's crazy. Yo, you want me to play the what's name shirt? The shit when Nas went off on them? Why the whole Kobe slapper shit happened? You want to play it? Okay. I gotta load it up. You want to hear it?
And they got
that's some crazy shit though.
Still said, what the fuck y'all doing?
What's still texture?
No,
we chilling. We chilling.
Listen, again, I
don't
think
like
there's
this. I don't like
level,
the shit you on glasses with this shit, B. This shit's crazy.
It's not nothing I'm on, bro. It's a clear thing that
not to a nigga talk about Snoop crazy. You going when a nigga talk about Snoop crazy
every day.
No, they don't.
Hey, Trap.
Yes, y'all do.
Hey, Glass
don't. No, they don't. Nobody from the West Coast talk about. Nobody from the West Coast talk about Snoop crazy.
Everybody talk about Snoop crazy. Period. Because they talk about everybody successful crazy.
Nobody from the West Coast talk about
everybody.
Snoop. Listen, this is
nobody talk about
this
Snoop.
shit. No, nobody.
People say about Snoop crazy is about that Tupac shit.
That too. That's another thing.
That's only.
And that Snoop lying shit too. That Snoop lying shit.
You might be lying about the Tupac now.
But whatever it is irrelevant. Like I told you,
I'm not saying he is.
I'm just saying all of that's irrelevant, right? I'm saying it's nothing wrong with Jim Jones not behaving like Glasses. He don't have to concede y'all fucking design. He could feel like he as good as he want. And I'm saying instead of all that, why don't they just have a song? Why don't they just rap? And y'all niggas mad about it. Like, fuck him. He don't deserve nothing. Like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Like, if it could be something that's dope where you put two brothers on a song and they could rap, why would you not make that shit happen?
So on this track you talking about, are they competing on this track or are they just rapping on it?
They could just compete. They could, who got the best verse? It's 1,000 things they could do. Why not?
Nas and Jim Jones competing. It's like Shawn Michaels competing against the Brooklyn Brawler on the track. Like, that don't seem right, man.
I understand, but
like
the only way you do it is you get on the court and you play.
The Brooklyn Brawler
you get on the song and you
Bret
rap.
the Hitman Heart Wrestling. Like, this don't seem right.
I'm not disagreeing, but I think it's fine if they do a song. It's okay.
With Bret?
No, 21 already got away with that bullshit, B. No. We're not doing that no more, B. You don't mention Nas' name and get a feature,
Imagine
B.
Nas putting pen to pad, bro. For Jim Jones.
Not doing that.
Imagine me putting pen to pad.
No, bro, the crazy shit was this, right? So after that shit happened to ADHD, right? The shit got all big and all that shit. And if y'all know what I'm talking about the time when we was up in the room and 21 Savage came off the mic and he said, Nas not relevant. You know what I'm saying? And my man, one of my peoples, you know what I'm saying? He kind of concocted like the whole shit within like, yo, they need to put them on the track together. This, that, my man Dirty. Shout out to Dirty from Oakland. You know what I'm saying? And they made it happen. So after the shit happened, we listened to the track, right? We sit up in the room, niggas go, cause we always do some shit in ADHD called Who Got Who. These niggas wanna go, so Trap, who got who? I said, yo, bro, Nas ain't approached this track trying to get 21B. Don't do that, bro. Don't do that. He not gonna approach this track. That nigga Nas could have wrote some shit in his sleep and fucking body 21B. But you're not gonna do that shit. The object wasn't making a good song. You know what I'm saying? Now to say this though, yo, bro, Nas not getting on the track with Jim Jones, B. He's not getting on the track. Cameron, Dan, they don't get on the track with Jim Jones.
Whatever goofy shit y'all think y'all standing on don't make no sense at all. Trap, I don't want a song with Jim Jones. I got had a song with Jim Jones 20 years ago.
I text you the shit. Why you gonna bring it up on the stage? I text you this shit. I didn't want to say. If you want a track from Jomo, just say that, bro.
I don't even want to.
If you want a track from Jomo, just say that. Because this shit you doing right now is crazy.
I'm just being honest, bro. Like I'm not defending Jim, bro. I'm just being honest.
I text you that too. I'm gonna stop texting shit. I'm just gonna say it on the mic. Fuck it. Because I text you that, bro.
That nigga put you on blast, Trap. He did just put you on blast.
That was crazy. Because I could have just said it on the mic.
I didn't say you text me.
I could have just said it.
No, I just said it out loud. I said I don't want to track with Jim.
You want to track with Jomo, nigga? I don't want to hear that shit, nigga. Because no, it ain't no way. Me knowing you and how solid and the stand nigga you is, you know this shit right here was sucking attention shit right here, man. You're not gonna do that, bro.
If I start going down a list of shit that I have a problem with, we would need another 5 hours. The niggas y'all like the shit I would have a problem with. The list would be so fucking long if I start going down a list. I don't even listen to Jim's music.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Trap. G probably, I'm not claiming probably. He's serious about this shit.
I swear to
Like
God.
he's serious.
Serious
That's
about what? About getting a track from Jomo?
No, I don't. It's not. Listen, I don't have no problem with Jim. Like, I just never thought me and Jim would make a good record.
Y'all won't. No, I'm
You trying to make Certified Gangster Part 2. Cut it out, nigga. Cut it out, nigga.
I didn't know.
Nigga trying to make Certified Gangster Part 2. Cut it out. I don't want to hear that, bitch.
Do you think I'm defending Jim? So in your mind, I would rather do a song with Jim Jones than Nas. That makes sense to you.
Nas will smoke you. Nas will smoke you. You'll smoke Jim. You'll smoke Jim. Nas will smoke you. Which one you pick?
Hold on. Knowing how I feel about hip hop, you think if I had to pick between doing a song, even though Hit Boy is my man, this is my little brother, so you know I got direct play to this man. You think that I'm saying this because I would rather do a song with Jim Jones than Nas?
Now you picking Nas first. You picking Nas first.
So then what?
But you know what though? You know what though? Nas kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I think Jim might be a little bit.
What you said, Trap. You know what you want to say. You already
you heard what I say, right? Yeah. You heard what I say, right? Yo, listen, dead ass. G is smoking Jim Jones. He's smoking Jim Jones on the track. Nas going, nigga, what?
I'm not, but that's not the point.
I'll never go against
the home team. But you don't care about that, though. You don't care about that. I'm not gonna say G care about that. Yeah, what you say?
But that's not the point. Like,
what you say? Hold on. Wait, G. Coach, what you say, Coach?
I said I'll never go against the home team. Like I'll never say G get on the trap and just can't rap with a nigga. Like, I mean, you know, it's Nas, yes.
Is Nas gonna get him? Is Nas gonna get him? Is Nas gonna get him? Who got who? Is Nas gonna get him?
Saying if I had to put my money on it, you know, smart money on Nas, but I'm just saying,
I'm saying,
but I'll never go against the home team. Though.
I don't think that's the point, though. Like, I think, look, I'm not attacking Nas and I'm not defending Jim Jones.
2-1 G.
I'm getting on y'all because what y'all do is you kind of personalize your thoughts into everybody else's fold.
I hate this shit right here, bro.
Because you can't accept. Just listen to what I'm saying. Take away all the things you think that I'm trying to do. Ignore all the stuff in your mind. Like, why is Glasses saying this? And listen to what I am saying. When we were just playing that, I didn't hear disrespect. I heard a man fighting to be hold up. Stop. See how your face doing all that?
I'm not gonna say nothing you don't.
Hold up. Not even hear disrespect. He never disrespected him.
G don't know what disrespect is. That's why
he
has no clue.
He never showed a lack of admiration for Nas.
Hey, this where this autism coming out. I'm telling you, G is a genius autistic dude. Like, he don't understand social. He don't get none of that. He don't understand. Oh, that's disrespect.
I'm aware of social.
He think a nigga gotta smack a nigga, call him a bitch, choke him out.
I'm saying, but if you just feel somebody disrespect because they not saying, "Hey, put your penis in my mouth,"
Pause.
Nas like, no, here, just gargle.
Pause.
You think anything else is? If you think anything else is disrespect, then that's crazy.
That's the only thing G think is disrespect. That what he just said right now. That's the only example that of Jim disrespecting Nas.
I'm saying even if we play it back, you're not going to hear anything disrespect. He didn't say anything disrespectful. Y'all just are so disrespected that he said, "Hey, I've accomplished a lot."
He thinks
the truth is just not disrespectful.
He didn't even say the truth.
Can you bring up the Shannon Sharp? Can you bring up the Shannon Sharp clips, please?
I don't even know where it started.
No. Let's go to Shannon Sharp, Jim Jones, Nas. That's so you got to look that up right there. I'll send it to you if you can't find it. No. Please bring that up, please.
Shout out to Killer Kev, dog. Now he didn't say less because they got past beef glass, and that could be true. I'm not saying that they don't.
Play this Nas clip, B. Let me play this Nas clip real quick, please. Play this Nas clip. Let me play this Nas clip.
I'm not trying to make a song with Jim, man. Like, that wouldn't be hard to make a song with
Jim. The chat saying that? The chat saying that? Yo, bro. Yo, the chat, I want y'all to know this right now, right? I text the man this shit. I text him this shit.
Nobody know what happened. Nobody knew what happened. I just was responding
to you. His ego jumped in and goes, I don't want no song with Jim. I could have got a song with Jim.
How is it ego? I'm telling you.
And I text you it.
Nobody know. I'm
me,
telling
you and
you. I
Coach.
just say, hey, Trap, I'm responding to you. Nobody would have knew nothing. I just told you this out loud.
But why?
Nobody
You
would have knew
could
why I
text
said
me
it.
back.
Nobody would have knew why I said
But
it to
that's
you.
all you doing right now, though,
Hey,
B.
Pastor Drew got an understanding of who he think he make a good song with, though.
Man,
he wants Certified Gangster Part 2. And what
No,
the
I
fuck you
don't.
want? You ain't slick, nigga. You ain't slick. Now you want to. I'm not texting else no more. Now I'm not texting else. I'm putting my mind out on here. I'm not censoring. You want Certified Gangster Part 2, nigga. Fuck out of here.
No,
nigga.
I do not.
I don't know, Trap. I think G get a song with my man.
I want the beat, though. Let me do the beat, though.
I don't want to do a song with Jim Jones.
Yes, you do.
Like, I don't have an idea for
He
Jim
just
Jones.
came to New York. He came to New York. He felt the New York vibe. He was in Harlem. He found out that fucking. He found out that fucking. The Carter was on 117th Street on his block. That nigga's a Harlem nigga now. He feel like he a Harlem nigga now. He riding with Jim. I'm on to you, B. The fuck out of here.
I've been having songs, but I've been had songs with Cameron.
I know you got a song with Cam. I know you got a song with Cam and Wayne. I know that.
Wait a minute, hold on. Are you saying that because Jim ain't even Cameron or Cameron?
This nigga think he a Harlem nigga now, B.
I already have songs with Harlem niggas. I'm not trying to get anything special with no homie from no.
It sound like you said I had a song with the Harlem nigga. Why would I want a song with Jim?
You said that?
No,
yeah, he said I got a song with Cameron. Why would I want a song with Jim? I got a song with the Harlem nigga, bro. I got a song with the Harlem nigga.
Who you feel like? Let me ask you a question, Glasses. Who you feel like when you think of Harlem?
Y'all asking me my opinion, right? Y'all asking me my opinion. I'm telling you, I would like a song with Nas and Jim Jones. That's what I would like. But if
you can't get the song with Nas, would you settle for the song with Jim?
No. I wouldn't even. Yeah. I want Nas and Jim Jones to do a song together.
I want that shit. That shit better not happen. Yo, Nas, if you see this clip, bro, word to everything I love. You better not do a song with that nigga, B. I swear on everything I love. If you do a song with that nigga, B,
I would be so happy, and it would truly be of God status in the way you move.
If motherfucking if Jim and Glass ever this on again, Jim gonna diss Nas on the song.
Yo, listen. I don't even think Jim want the song with Nas. Let me tell you right now who Jim want the song with.
Who?
The Boy. He want a song with The Boy.
Drizzy?
That's why he going at Pusha T. That's why he, you know what I'm saying, he going hard on Pusha T. He want a song with Drizzy. He want a song with Nas.
Hey, Trap. That song, that Drizzy song that you put out, that you sent, that real? Is that real?
Yeah, it's real. That's real. It's him and Raw Wave. That's real.
That's a real song.
It's a real song. I like it. It's cool.
On that was worked on. That was produced.
Yeah, Yo, low key, I heard about that song already. That song was already done before Raw Wave last album came out. But being that the whole shit was going on,
don't do it.
Raw Wave ain't want to put it on the album though. But that song's already done though. That song been done. That song been done. I like the song. That song cool. Yo, listen, I was out the other night.
That song is trash.
That song cool. It's cool.
That song is terrible.
Bro, you don't like pain music, B. That's pain music. That's for them. That's for
what are you talking about? That shit was
bad, bro. Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes.
No. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about that.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, I like pain music, man. I like all
pain music. No, you don't.
That shit was painful to listen to.
That song is cool. It's cool. Raw Wave don't miss. So I ain't about to do that with you.
Finally miss.
Raw Wave don't miss.
That nigga finally missed. Nigga, that nigga finally missed. Cause that shit was, and I like Raw Wave. I like a bunch of that nigga shit, but that shit was bad, nigga.
New York rappers that I would like the song with. That's a really good.
Yeah, that's a good question. Good question, Glasses. What you going with?
Buster. I want a song with Buster.
We getting that done. That's
really important to me was getting Buster and Ludacris on the song. That was like putting Snoop and Ice-T on the song together. Was really important to me, like putting Buster and Ludacris on the song together.
Yeah, what I want to say, I want to say this though, right? Like, bro, you a great producer, B. Like, you might not be the keypad, like pressing the drums and all that shit, but your ear for putting a song together, bro. When you heard that beat for Ludacris, B, and you saying, yo, I need to get Luda on this shit right here. Yo,
hey,
bro,
that nigga is really good at. Okay, let me not say it because niggas say I'm glazing all the time. But
nah. It's your man, B.
Hey, G is really good at that shit, bro.
No, that's crazy, B. That was crazy.
Shout out to my DJ. Shout out to Head. Man, I really believe in this hip hop shit. Like a lot of times I'll hit DJ Head and be like, hey, like that song I just did, right?
Which one?
Crip at Work, right? Like that's a Jeezy song. I would have had it wrong if I didn't send it to him.
That's going crazy. That's going
Right?
crazy.
So it's like song. So I made that song because I wanted to get Luda and Busta together. Like that's what motivated me. It
wasn't nobody. They never got together before.
I never heard them, and I thought it was important to have them together. Like some things in hip hop should happen artistically. Like Luda and Busta should be on a song together.
And you know what's so crazy about that?
So that's what made me do the song. And then so getting with Luda, getting with Busta, that's all simple stuff. Getting Common was more of a challenge, but that's together.
The Busta one gonna happen though. But the crazy shit about it though is, I think we're gonna get some dope ass Busta on that shit, B.
I know it is.
Because you know why? Because it's a calm track though. I love Busta when he calm, B.
Have Busta and Luda ever did something? Have they ever done?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
But that was important to me, like with the 6 in the morning G mix with Ice-T and Snoop. Like I noticed they never had a song. Like how they never had a song. It's the God of gangster rap, and then I always say it's the I like to call the gangster rap the Trinity. Ice-T is the God, Cube is the Holy Spirit, and Snoop is the Jesus of gangster rap.
Yeah, can I say this real quick?
Yeah.
If anybody watching this right now, so for what I just said, I'm never, I don't even, matter of fact, I don't know why you even said that shit, Coach, B, for real. I just big my peoples up when I fuck with them like that, B, you know what I'm saying? So I'm never doing that type of shit. I'm not even gonna repeat that word. Yo, bro, you would be a great A&R, B. You know what goes together. You know how to put the record. You know what I'm saying?
Take out a label as a product manager, like Katina.
Product manager?
Yeah, because
A&R, B.
Let me tell you why. Because they're king A&R. They're like the top of A&R.
But
like,
product manager is basically
the A&R is more like a repertoire position where you kind of start to shape marketing for somebody else and communicate. I would rather help A&R shape marketing versus helping artists. Like you shape it all from both sides when you at the product manager position.
Because I don't know that deep. You know deeper than me, boss.
Yeah, it's just the person that's over
But what I'm saying is this though, right? Doesn't the A&R is the person that can hear a beat and go, yo, this beat right here, this feature right, we got this beat for this artist, and this feature go perfect with this beat right here. Ain't that what the A&R do though?
So no, yes and no. Yes, that's what it looks like is happening. But what's really happening is A&R shapes a marketable product for a company. Right? They communicate back and forth with the product manager who communicates with the whole marketing team about a marketable product. And the A&R is on the ground shaping the product. So it could be something as, hey, this person needs this type of beat to finish the marketing idea. You know what I mean? It's a little bit more trickier. Like it's not about them finding a bunch of beats.
So let me ask you this then, right? So
So like A&R, for example, like for this particular song, right? The song we talking about with Luda and Busta, like the catch is putting those two guys together. That's really the marketing of the song. Two guys that I really, before I even thought about rapping, that were like supreme MCs when it came to verses and shit like that. Putting them together, that's the point of it. Then there's an idea of the title, then there's the fourth person that's on the song. But the main thing is you never heard Luda and Busta together.
That's crazy. That's dope. That's dope.
The motivation.
That's dope.
From New York, the Locks.
Who you feel like the Locks? Who you feel like the Locks will go good with?
You know what I'm saying? I got a song for 110 with me and the Locks.
Oh, y'all got a song together.
That's what I want to do.
Oh, I gotta produce that beat, B.
Yeah, I already did the beat. I want you to do the one with ASAP.
Okay.
I want to do one with Rocky, Ferg, and the other what's the other homie?
12.
I want to do something with them.
12 hip hop too. He's super hip hop.
Who else would I like? Redman is somebody that every day rises.
Redman.
I would like to do something with. I would like to do something with. I know this is impossible, but I would like to do something with all of Wu-Tang. Like.
Nah, you already got Ray on deck though.
I know, but I'm saying all like.
Nah, you don't need the whole. You don't need Killer Priest. You need Killer Priest. You don't need U-God. You need all that shit right there, B.
You kind of do.
Ray. No, you don't. You need Ray.
You got. You said Ray on deck already.
You said Ray. No, Ray on deck. Ray on deck.
Right there. Hey, Ray and Glass.
All you need is Ray. Really. All you need is Ray. Really.
Got a relationship with Method. Like I want a
Method might smoke you. You don't want Method right now. He hot right now. Stay away from Method. Nigga
I'm
too
saying,
hot right
I'm gonna
now.
go right there.
He
I
might
know.
smoke you.
Hey,
He
right
might
in there.
smoke you,
If
B.
you had to pick one
Right
dude
in
from Wu-Tang that fit for G to do a song with, Raekwon is the one.
Yeah, right.
Raekwon
It's
and
Raekwon.
Easton, like
Ghostface would be good too, though. Ghostface would be good too.
Ray, man. Hey, Ray and G, that's as soon as
I
y'all
want him
say
to stay
Ray,
away from Method Man,
that's
though.
the one.
Method
That's the
Man
one.
gonna put you on the grill. We gonna put you on the grill, bro.
I would love to do something with Method.
He'll
but
put you on the
obviously,
grill right now. He'll put you on the grill right now.
Ray and
You know what
Ghost,
Method Man is right now? Method Man is George Foreman at 47 about to win a fucking championship, B, against fucking your boy Moore.
probably true.
Be that nigga, B. That nigga knocking niggas out, B.
I would like to do something with G-Rap.
He smoke you
That's
too.
important to
He'll
me.
smoke you too. Don't stay away from G-Rap too.
Not G-Rap.
G-Rap was smoke.
G-Rap
G-Rap was smoke
overrated.
glasses.
G-Rap
G-Rap was
overrated.
smoke glasses. Yo, can you, Alexa, please play The Realest. Shit ain't hooked up. It ain't hooked up.
G-Rap. I want to do something with G-Rap. Who else from New York do I really?
That nigga smoke you, B. Don't stay away from G-Rap, bro. Stay away from G-Rap. He'll smoke you. I don't want niggas to put you on the grill and make a taco out of you, B. You know what I'm saying? I don't want that. Come on, bro. Don't do that.
G-Rap ain't gonna be the one.
I hope so.
G-Rap will make this nigga a burrito. He'll make this nigga a burrito, nigga. I'm telling you that right now.
No.
And I fuck with glasses, B. I fuck with glasses.
I'm
He'll
not
make you a
letting
burrito, B.
Yeah.
I'm not letting anybody do that. Not
G.
even the guy.
He'll make you a burrito, B. I'm telling you that
might
right
have-
now.
You might have been on to something with Method and all that, but not G-Rap.
What? Yo, coach.
G-Rap might be the most overrated nigga from the East Coast.
Coach, what are you?
That G-Rap, I
Yo,
don't
wrap
get
this
it.
shit up. Yo, glasses.
I don't get it.
Wrap this shit up, glasses. We out of here.
I
We
don't
seeing
get it.
tomorrow.
I don't get it. I'm
We seeing
sorry.
tomorrow for dinner, please, bro. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this right
Hey, do Saigon still rap?
Yep. I got an idea for Saigon. Saigon is somebody I want to do something with because me and Saigon came in the game at the same
That's
time.
not disrespectful. Never mind. I like Saigon. He dope.
I got an idea for Saigon already, so I'm gonna do that.
That nigga can really rap.
Saigon can rap. But yeah, those are probably the New York rappers. As far as like I don't think I wouldn't really trip about doing something with Jay no more because where he at, we like far apart. Nas, maybe, but like it would have to be more like
Nas evil. Not Nas evil. We don't want Nas.
because I don't really. That's what I'm saying. Like it would have to be more of a story. Like I would have to lean into like I don't see it. You know what I mean?
It gotta be something that's not felt like it's forced.
You know
it's
who
like
I would like to do a song?
shit.
I want to do another song with Cam.
That Cam joint you got is tough though.
Yeah, I want to do.
But what else would you want to do with Cam? Like what type of beat would you want to do with Cam? The
I
next
want
one.
to do a cipher track with Cam back and forth.
Cam might smoke you. Cam might smoke you. Cam might smoke you.
Favorite rappers that just MC.
Cam might smoke you because at the same dice game, I caught 3 cases all over big faces.
Yeah,
he might smoke you.
Cam too. Cam gonna smoke him too. Come on now, man.
No, Cam gonna smoke him. Cam gonna
Cam is dope. Don't get me wrong, but come on now. Now we just talking.
Cam gonna smoke him. He talking about doing straight cipher shit. He talking about nigga just straight rapping. Yeah. He not talking about the.
Making a
hook.
Making a song.
The thing is,
you gotta be careful with that glasses.
Anytime G rap like he's rapping in the cipher, he don't do it enough though. But when he do it, that nigga so tough.
Nah, he do.
He'll give you like a little bit in the song, and then he'll change back up to G.
He do.
And as soon as he's like, oh shit, then he get back to G shit.
It's like, yeah.
I'm on to you. Hold on. I'm fucking on to you right now, B.
What's going on?
Yo, I see what the fuck you doing, B. I don't know how I let this shit go on. I don't understand how I let this shit go on my hands for so long. I got a big ass head too, B. I let this shit go over my head. That was crazy. Bro, you really a lyrical nigga that try to dumb down on lyricism, but you really a lyrical nigga. Bro, you doing some old... Bro, if you don't get the fuck out of here with that shit, B.
What am I doing now?
That nigga is, Trap, you on?
No,
hey, you got him.
Bro.
Hey, you got him.
I just caught it. This coach, you help me out with it.
No, nigga, it's funny, because when that nigga be breaking down, getting lyrical and shit, you be like, oh shit. That nigga get right back into his G. I'm like, oh shit, he gave us a little bit, he tricking. Yeah, he hiding that shit. He ain't putting it all the way out.
I only want to rap.
Yo, you hear the way LA Giants rap? Yeah. Niggas is rappers. Niggas is rappers, B.
They can really rap.
Niggas is rappers. And he's standing next to them niggas. Yo, bro, get the fuck out of it. Yo, G, I don't know how I let you trick me with that bullshit for all this fucking time, B.
Hey, what about a Slick Rick and G Malone telling a story track?
That'd be fire.
You had to really put that together. That's the problem with Nas. Like the things I would want to do with Nas is more revolving around storytelling, so I wouldn't have enough.
Because that's where glasses excel. When that nigga start telling stories and shit,
But yeah, as far as
Yeah.
New York, that's
That's
those
lyricism. That's lyricism.
those are the people to me in New York that I really like feel like, oh yeah, these are the people that I like. I
Who
wanna-
else though? Nobody else?
I mean, those are the people that's at the front of my mind.
All right, let's go region. Let's go region to region to it. So you said East Coast, that's who it
you
is.
gotta get track with Freddie Gibbs, man.
You know what me?
I'm about to go Midwest. I'm about to go Midwest. Midwest. Who you going with? Who that you don't have a track with already?
Probably Bone.
Them niggas is gonna fucking bro. Yo.
I love Bone.
What would you do with Bone, B?
What's funny is you know what's really dope? Common grew for me. Oh, shout out to Killer Kev Dog. I'm finna do something new with Nelly this week. That's dope.
Shout out Nelly. Yo. Hold on. You brought up Nelly real quick. So I seen an article, right? Did you see what the nigga said that Nelly had 50 Cent apologize to Ashanti?
Yeah.
Well, that was player.
That was player, big.
That was player 50 Cent.
Y'all fucking no. That's ego being moved out of the way, though. That's what that was right there, first off. Because Queens niggas do that right there. We don't walk around with ego.
That was player for 50.
I think the more niggas talk about it, though, the more they gonna make it. I don't want no issue between Nelly and 50. I think
that was man-to-man shit, though. That wasn't no issue. That was man-to-man shit. This is my wife, bro. Come on, bro.
Every time I think I be trying to judge 50, man, like the whole shit with Diddy, I used to be like, man, why are you doing this nigga in jail? Then you realize, like, oh, this nigga Diddy.
No, glasses.
I know. I'm just that's what I'm saying.
Can we reveal that?
No. We'll stay out of that. We'll stay out of that.
Y'all better text me
talk to coach offline.
Talk offline.
Yeah,
coach.
That shit right there, big. I'm gonna tell you.
We're not gonna bring that up. We're gonna stay out of that.
That was crazy.
But I'm just saying, every time I think, and I have to stop doing this with 50, bro. Like, I think it's best if I just stop speaking on shit he doing. Because it's always some underlying shit that's going on with him that I have no idea. And somebody be fucking with him. And I be thinking to myself, why would you fuck with this crazy nigga? Like, so I can't believe people be fucking with him, but yeah, I guess they don't have to run into him. You know what I'm saying? But again, I gotta apologize to 50 Cent again because I get why he's mad. And
bro. Yeah, yo, bro, listen, man. When I sat back, I'm like, yo, why is he doing this for, B?
Yeah, I used to
what the
be
fuck going on?
Shit.
Like, what's going on here, B? But then when I heard that, I was like, oh, okay. I understand now. I mean, I might not have did it. I still could say I wouldn't have did it though, but I can't knock a nigga who do it though.
Yeah.
Know what I'm saying?
What's funny is the more I've got into understanding what hip hop is about and energy, Common is somebody that rolls a lot to me. Like that's why it was important to put him on a song, like get a song with him, because it's somebody that the more I listen to their product and projects, I was just like, damn, this nigga is really dope.
Yeah. Common got dope to me when him and Ice Cube got into it.
What's funny is I was telling them I never heard that in real time.
He don't like get the fuck out of here with that bullshit.
Tell you the truth, they didn't play that out here in real time.
I heard that shit in real time.
But he heard it, but you ain't hear it though. He heard it, but you ain't hear it though, right? Okay, I get it now.
That's when I got respect.
I didn't hear it. I didn't hear it. They played it in that room.
Yeah, I thought.
Hold on, what? What'd you say, Glasses?
I didn't hear it till y'all played it in that room.
Yo, Glasses, you don't get the fuck out of here with that shit, man. Cut that shit out, man. Cut that shit out, bro. Cut that shit out, bro.
Why do you think I'm lying?
I don't know.
Shout out to Killer Kev Dog. You heard his last album with Pete Rock. You know what's funny?
The auditorium was fire.
But the LL Cool J, I like that record more with him and Q-Tip. Yeah, with Q-Tip.
It's funny. I like Common.
I like auditorium
Common things.
Yeah, but that's why I thought it'd be dope to have Common MC. Like Common's a really dope MC that don't get a ton of credit for being an MC.
I agree.
So that's why it was important to put him on some MC shit.
Like,
I really want to put out a lot of great rap records this year. Like that's what I know we're getting through the year. I'm trying to get it all done fast enough, but having a bunch of really great rap records where you just get to hear people rap. Not so much worried about hooks and radio, but just legit rap records where you get to really hear people rapping. Some of the people you love rapping. You know what I'm saying? That was important to me. I like the LL Project better, Steve. I like the LL Project better than I like the Pete Rock and Common Project. I really like that LL Project. I think Q-Tip did an incredible job. I love it. It actually is probably my third favorite LL album. I like that album.
The album's cool. I like the album too.
I like the
I like
Slick
the
Rick
album
album
too.
too. It's very Slick Rick. That's one thing I really appreciated too.
Who was the Did you see that, right, Coach? So you ain't got to bring it right now. You see that? I don't know. But who like as far as like the I'm not gonna say golden era. I'm just gonna say like rappers that came out before the 90s. Maybe not, I'm not gonna say the 90s, but just like you know the rappers like KRS-One, 80 rappers. Because we had a couple of albums that done came out because it's been some albums from artists from the 90s that came. But I can't put Snoop up there with them though. You know what I'm saying? I can't put Snoop up there with them.
No.
But 80 rappers. How would you rank them? But no, hold on, because Common's not 80s though. Common's not 80s though.
LL Cool J, all rappers, LL Cool J is number one. LL Cool J is the greatest rapper from the 80s.
Yeah, you know Grand Poopa put an album out this year too.
I didn't hear. Oh, he told me he's putting out an album. He told me.
Yeah, it's dope. It's dope. It's a dope album. It's a dope album.
It's funny. I didn't start appreciating LL until I got older.
I mean, I could respect that though.
LL is number one. So for sure, LL is one. Now, who in the top 5 is probably gonna be?
You putting Common up in that with them?
Who?
You putting Common up in there with them?
No.
I'm not putting Snoop up in there with them. No, I'm sorry, I can't do that.
You said Common?
Common, not neither. But
Rob, that's what I'm saying. Common,
L for sure would be number one, and then Rise in there somewhere in the top 5.
Nah, Rod didn't rap on that album though, bro. He didn't really rap on that album.
Oh, okay.
He didn't rap on that album though.
No, Rock.
So Rock. Yeah, I know Rakim. He didn't rap on that album like that.
Rappers out the 80s in my mind.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about artists who put albums out within like the last 2 years, like that.
Oh, LL, the Queen's
all right, LL number one.
Him, yeah. I love that album.
Yo, Steve, give me a list of artists that came out with albums. Put it in the chat, please.
Rick got an album. L got an album. It's dope.
We're going up to 92. Yeah, bro, my bad.
It's dope when you put out, like, to see Chris and them put out albums. Like, that shit is kind of cool.
Chris never stopped, though, bro. Chris never stopped.
Rakim put out an album.
But see, Rakim ain't really rap. I need a rap album from Rakim where he rapped on at least 10 songs.
I like that.
Did the beats. That was tough,
That was dope to watch him and Slick Rick evolve as producers, too.
No, but you know what's crazy? It's not really evolving, though. Like I was telling you before. Slick did the Great Adventures of Slick Rick. Niggas don't know that, though.
You know what's funny? I was talking to another nigga. All the niggas in the 80s could do their own beats.
Yeah. That's a fact. That was hip hop. They wanted to do everything. Them niggas DJ, they deep. Yo, bro. Niggas in the 80s rapped, DJ'd.
Will Smith put out an album in the 80s and now.
Nah, Will Smith, I shouldn't have Will Smith.
Shout out
to why do niggas hate on? Why do niggas dismiss Will Smith like that?
Because he cheesy Mac. Because he cheesy Mac.
Because he what? Hey, niggas thought Will Smith was dope back in the day.
Cheesy Mac. The coolest song Will Smith got is fucking Summertime. That's the coolest and best song he got. Other than that, he's cheesy Mac.
Shout out to Angel Diaz. Glasses stop fake caring, bro. Angel Diaz is a Drake fan.
Who is that?
He's a Drake fan, and he's on my Twitter all the time. And
can you get that for me though? Bro, my bad.
He always puts up a picture of Lucian Grange, and he keeps saying that Lucian Grange is coming between black men, and it'd be so weird.
Between black men.
You can see them taking like narratives online and bringing them. I'm like, bro, like, what is
you
going
entertain
on?
that shit, and you entertain that shit, B.
No, I don't. I don't say nothing to him because it's just ridiculous.
Lucian Grange is bringing down the black man. Is what he said.
No, he's saying he's making it to where two black men fight and argue.
So let me ask you this: what was Don King doing?
You out on it?
What was Don King doing, Angel?
Don't know anything. What I'm saying to you is not about hating. It's just a fact. I don't hate anybody, him or nobody else. But the truth is, bro, you fucking with some corny shit, and that's why you defending it, because you most likely a cornball. And I'm not insulting you. Like I get it.
No, I am. You're a fucking cornball mixed with motherfucking Doritos and Cheesy Mac, nigga. Fuck out of here.
They did the same with Biggie and Tupac. No, they didn't do the same with Biggie and Tupac. You wasn't alive to know what happened with Biggie and Tupac. So I wish y'all stopped saying stuff that you don't know what's happening. Just get off of YouTube, ask some questions. You know what I'm saying? Stop doing that. Like, you don't kind of know what you mean. Like, you're just saying shit, and it's ridiculous. Like, It's okay to just be a fan, bro. And it's okay to just sometimes act like you don't know what's happening, or even just to voice your opinion. But I'm just not with all of that corny shit. You know what I mean? I'm not. If Drake do some corny shit, I'm gonna tell him it's corny. I don't give a fuck, and I'm gonna make fun of him for being a fucking cornball when he being corny. No
He
different
gonna
than any
disrespect
other
him.
nigga.
He gonna disrespect Drake when he do
I'm
something
not
corny.
gonna disrespect him. He can
Okay.
be disrespected by something I'm saying, but I'm not gonna disrespect him.
'Cause
Like,
it's
I'm
gonna be
not
the
gonna
truth.
hold back. Like, I'm not gonna just not say something because I think you not gonna like it. Like, I'm not gonna not say something. Now, am I gonna say something with intentions of you not liking it? Is different. Am I gonna call that man out his name and all of that? That's different.
A rat?
No, I didn't. I've never called Drake a rat.
You call him Little Stewart. You call him Little Stewart, but you call him Little Stewart.
Face on his body.
Yeah, you did call him Little Stewart.
I
bro.
didn't make that.
Got the nigga on the
Well,
standpoint.
you posted it though, but your fingerprints is on it. Your fingerprints is on it, bitch.
No, I just retweeted a meme.
So, like I said, your fingerprints is on it though, bro.
Sure, my digital fingerprint. Shout out to
Digital
Killer
fingerprints
Kev.
on it.
Drake
it.
is watching right now on a burner account, Glass.
It's cool. Yo, Drake, pull up, Drake. Pull up,
Why
dude.
the fuck would Drake hate me?
Drake probably is on a burner account. His name is Nick.
Yeah.
I think
Coach, I'm with you on that, Coach. This nigga Nick is a fucking terrorist.
Is the mic volume bad or something?
What happened? They can't hear. It might go in and out. I think go in and out if I'm talking over here and somebody else.
No, the mic volumes ain't off.
I think it come across on the live thing, but once we listen to it back though, it sound great though. But if it is though, we gotta figure it out. I figured it might be my it's my end though. I'm about to move to California, man. Fucking man. You know what I mean? Get the shit going. Never. I'm reading the chat right now.
I wouldn't. I don't know. Honestly, I could understand why he would be a little upset at me, but I don't know why the hell would he hate me.
Oh, talking about Drake?
Yeah, but this is shout out to Killer Kev Dog. He said you've been speaking up for Kendrick and the whole world been watching Glasses. Drake hates anybody that's cool with Dot. I don't know if that's true. He knows that
Glasses, you gotta stop, bro. Hold on. I'm not gonna let you do this right now, bro.
What?
You gotta stop, bro. You gotta stop. Because whatever you've been doing right now is what the fuck you supposed to been doing. Excuse the cursing and all that. That's what you supposed to been doing, B. You ain't supposed to be going out there and your man is in the motherfucker, your man's in the battle. Bro, listen, my man's in the battle. Your Glasses get a battle with somebody right there. It's fuck that motherfucker, B.
Players do. But I'm explaining this because I think people don't get that. You know what I mean? Like, nigga, that's my boy, nigga. We all in. How is that bullying anybody? Y'all just, I get it, man. Sometimes y'all feel
bully
like
culture, B. I hate that shit, B. I try to tell my kid, yo, bro, I hate that shit. Bro, I don't give a fuck. The nigga who getting bullied, I'm gonna start looking at that shit. That nigga really ain't a victim, B.
No.
Niggas a volunteer, niggas. You ain't sticking up for your fucking self, B. You ain't doing the fuck
bullying. No, right. What's happening?
Nah, I don't like. Come on, bro.
But homie saying
you're not weak,
and it's not. Man, did y'all see Utah banning the LGBTQ flag?
They banned it. They can't raise the flag no more.
Nobody could raise the flag in Utah.
That's not shocking.
Crazy. That's not cool.
That's not shocking for Utah though. That's
some shit. That's some shit that Jamaica be doing. Jamaica be doing shit like that and fucking other countries and shit. No, they can't do that.
Africa would.
Africa do too, right? Yeah.
Countries in Africa would do that shit too.
Cool. That's not cool to do that though. But yeah.
Shout out to Patty. Did you guys react to Drake's new shirtless picture? No.
Yo, man, yo, why the fuck would we
do that?
Why would we?
I'm cool.
You on the wrong stream right now, Miss Lady. Like we don't get we good on that. That's for you.
Why would we do that?
Shout out to Revenge. I mean, sometimes that's how the dominoes fall. Defending your boy makes you this now, OG. I mean, it just make me the homie, dog. That's my homie. But no, I wouldn't. I saw people talking about that. I'm not talking about that man without no shirt on. That's just weird.
That's cool.
That's like I was telling Trapping. I'm not talking about nobody clothes.
Yeah. Listen, I don't get him with that. Yo, hold on, Coach. Let's get to that for a second, though. I'll be up here for a little while longer. So, Coach, we up in the room the other day, right? We up at ADHD. We had a great room yesterday, too. It was great. We went for a bunch of hours, too. Last was Glassy chilled out. You chilled. You ain't run out the room like you normally do. You was chilling. So, Glass's whole stance is, let me ask you a question, Coach.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever seen somebody fit and been like, yo, that's a tough fit right there that man got on?
A man.
For sure, no doubt.
This man said he has never acknowledged another man as wearing a tough outfit. or outfit that he like.
It's cap. That's cap. Glasses definitely. Now, I'm not saying he probably said it like that. He right, but in his mind, he saw somebody was like, okay. That's probably how Glasses did it too in his mind. Okay.
I've never done that.
That's cool. He seen some shit. Which, no, I ain't gonna say that because Trap gonna get mad. But
go ahead, bro.
I was gonna say when in that dog when they was stomping them buildings out, that outfit that I know he probably looked at that and was like, oh, that's what
he had that shit on. He had that shit on in New York. He had that same outfit on in New York.
He said, God damn, that nigga Snoop.
I don't remember what they was wearing. I never even paid attention.
That's it was a flannel shirt with some shorts. That's same shit you had in New York with Chucks.
Oh, that nigga says a uniform.
That's a uniform. That's like when a Crip go to work. That's like when a Blood go to work. That's just how you go to work. That's your uniform.
Nigga says how you go to work. What the fuck is happening right
I'm
there?
telling you the truth. I've never saw men. I'm listening to these men and they like, man, he ain't fly like that. I'm like, so y'all look at men and think men are fly?
Glasses seen some nigga in a crispy black shirt. Damn, like that nigga black shirt crispy to the motherfucker. Them niggas dickies starts just right with them all-stars. That nigga probably was like, yeah, that nigga uniform is dope. Nigga out on
ain't nothing wrong with saying, yo, that fit is tough right there. What's something wrong with saying that's a good-looking man right there? I won't say that right there.
I've never saw that. I've noticed certain things. Like I know Cam had the Burberry Tim with the Burberry car cover, but I never wanted Burberry Tims. I was like, oh, that's cool. I like how he made that work with the car. When he wore that pink thing, I was like, damn, that was cool. How the fuck this nigga make that pink work?
But that's how Glasses gonna say it though. That's how Glasses gonna say that's a tough fit.
But I didn't think his fit was cool.
You definitely did.
No, I didn't.
You definitely looked at
the mid coat matching the Range Rover. Was it fly?
Work on a nigga.
Name brand know me. Now I've seen men that be dressed in suits. I'm like, oh, you suited and booted. That's player.
Okay.
That's saying the same thing.
No, but
that's saying the same thing.
I've never in my life saw somebody fit and then wanted to go get what they had on.
Yo, Nick. The first nigga to pull up to 55th in the 850, it gotta be the 850 BMW though, B, with the BBSs on it. That's a fact. That nigga killing it right there, B. My bad, bro. Okay, my bad. But
I never really saw that in a man. And they were just listening to men tell each other. They was like, man, he ain't fly like that. I'm like, so y'all think niggas is fly?
That's not saying a man is good. That's not saying y'all niggas a good looking man. That's saying nigga know how to dress. You never say nigga know how to dress?
No.
You never say nigga a bum ass nigga?
I've never in my life thought.
Have you ever referred to a man as being, yo, you's a bum ass nigga? You can't.
That's not a very West Coast thing to say.
Yeah.
Like West Coast niggas don't really say that, but that nigga probably. Now that's one thing I think that Glasses ain't never done. Glasses probably ain't never looked at nobody's wardrobe and thought it was whack. He probably never looked at nobody's shit and was like, oh, what this nigga got on? That don't seem like something very. But Glasses definitely looked at a nigga outfit and was like, that's cool.
No, because I'm not looking at the outfit.
He just said you looked at Cam in the pink. It was like that's.
No, I was
how
like,
you make that work?
Make pink work.
But it worked because you thought it was fire. You was like, okay.
No, not
fire.
That
had the matching Range Rover.
That fire.
Getting out of control with fire.
You know what? You know what I'm realizing though is though.
He might got like a little pink flannel in the.
So let me ask you a question. Jay-Z is fly?
Nah, Jay-Z never been a fly nigga like that, but Jay-Z has been. See, the crazy shit with this though, right? I'm gonna explain to you, right?
So hold on.
Let me explain to you right now, right? So the crazy shit was like coming up. I'm gonna say like me and you, Glass, we probably got on to Jay-Z at the same time like that though, right?
Sure.
So it was crazy how Jay-Z was a trendsetter without being a fly person though, B. You know what I'm saying? Like he wasn't like Jay-Z wasn't wearing shit. Niggas was like, yo, I gotta go out there and wear that shit that Jay wearing right there. You know what I'm saying? I gotta look like how Jay looking with the whole shit like that.
Who have you ever felt like that about? Shout out to LK. What's up, L?
I'm gonna tell you, like people who was fashionable people, like when
shout out to Lex. Lex said the same thing I'm saying. He said, did RuPaul take the steering wheel? Come on, fellas. Exactly.
What the hell? What the hell? I don't think Lex had a fly bone in his body, B. You just mute up, bro. For real.
Yeah, Lex
talking about RuPaul.
Take the steering wheel.
Talking about RuPaul, bro. No. Like I said, I'm not saying at all that you are referring to a man as being a good-looking man, or he got it. I'm saying like that though. I'm saying, bro. I'm so secure about myself.
You like Cameron outfit? You like that shit?
I do not.
You
like
saw
the
that
outfit.
shit. It was like that shit is fly right there.
I noticed. Listen,
that nigga peeked out.
Listen, I'm telling you, I just thought that was odd that he could make pink work. I didn't think it was fly though.
So
Well,
when you
that
see
man had a
LL, in the Adidas with the Kango and the rope, gold rope, you know that shit was fly.
That nigga didn't even have no shirt on, so he didn't wear no clothes.
I don't care about all that though, bro. I'm gonna wear the shit the same way he wearing it.
No, I'm
wearing the shit the same way he wearing it.
You can wear that
But
shit
he
like that. You
killed
wouldn't
it.
feel like, all right,
no.
that shit. So you didn't think that when you seen Run DMC in the tracksuit,
No.
you didn't like that.
So
think about it like that.
So when niggas seen Kane
right
with 3 cuts in his eyebrows and said that shit is fly right there, B. That was a problem though too.
I like that. What's funny is I didn't really pick up on that till 2002.
You got it from Kane?
Yeah, I was looking at. I was like, damn, that
See?
shit was cool. How he cut his eyebrows, but I didn't think he was fly.
It's called influencing the influencers, B. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, you're gonna get your influence from somewhere. See, a lot of times nowadays, motherfuckers will get their influence from fucking, I'm not gonna say that, but they'll get their influence from designers and shit like that, though.
I know, we know what we want to say. We know the truth.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say that.
Rest in peace, Jacob. We know the truth. What I'm saying is, I just was listening to a bunch of niggas talk about who was fly, and I'm like, this just is weird.
No, that nigga's happy.
I don't think that's weird at all.
Grew up, saw niggas.
So was Hammer fly, coach?
That nigga had on parachute pants.
No, he wasn't. But niggas wore them shits.
You didn't know that nigga wasn't fly.
So who is a fly?
No, but coach, niggas wore them shits though, coach. He was influencing the influencers though.
Weirdos wore that shit. Nigga, I see those niggas wear those.
So what's fly? Who
Hammer
was
pants in my
Who is
area?
a fly nigga, coach? You be like, man, nigga fly as a motherfucker.
Oh.
I never in my life thought that about another man.
So see where I grew up.
Go ahead.
No, where I grew up at, it wasn't more it wasn't hip hop artists and shit like that. It was niggas on the street block.
That's what
like
I'm
my
saying.
uncle. Like my uncle. I thought that nigga was a fly nigga. That nigga had the 5.0. Nigga used to always have the little flat top with the little half moon in it and shit.
You remember his outfits though?
You know, nigga
what does outfit? What does outfit look like, coach? What does outfit look like, coach?
Nigga used to always be in some Adidas tracksuits and shit like that. Nigga used to be fly. Nigga used to be a fly nigga. Damn, dressed like the East Coast nigga. To be honest with you.
So glasses. Let me ask you this, glasses. You've never had one of your homies come out with a tough fit on you, like, yo, that shit tough right there, B.
Never.
Nigga, that's how I got on the Jordans back in the day, nigga. All the niggas on my block, nigga, all the older niggas coming there with their little outfits on, they little jabos, shit, whatever they was wearing, and they had them little they Jordans on and shit. I like, oh, that shit kind of fly. You know?
If I see a stranger and he got some tough shit on, some tough sneakers on, or a shirt that I like, I tell a nigga, yo, that shit tough, bro. Like that. I'm not above telling nigga that.
He might be a hater.
Why am I a hater?
He might be a hater.
Yeah, he might be a hater, glasses. He might be a hater, glasses.
Okay, nigga.
I'm just saying, that's not what. Look, I'm not.
Shit, nigga. That's it.
A man look nice. Cool. I'm not.
See, that's making us gay now. Now you're making us gay.
Yeah, that shit crazy.
You think a man look nice?
There's no
that
way
shit crazy.
Man look
you
nice.
Tell a woman she look nice?
Yes.
So why the fuck won't you tell a nigga if he got a nice outfit on there?
I don't know about that trap. That might not.
No, bro. If my homie come out, listen, my lady, listen. I'm gonna explain it to you. I'm gonna explain it to you. Cause that's that whole. That's the whole.
Might be digging yourself a deeper ditch. With
listen,
this.
No, I'm not. Listen, bro.
Okay.
If I see my homegirl come out, I'm not gonna acknowledge her. You look cute today. This. Oh, that shit's kind of crazy. My bad.
Shout out to Killer Kev, dog.
That's kind of crazy. Nah, listen, though, bro. Listen, though, bro. I'm gonna tell my homie, listen, bro. I like that shirt you got on. It's a way to deliver the whole shit, though. You know what I'm saying? That's a way to deliver it. That shit sounded crazy. What I just said just then, bro.
Yeah, that's it. Like when you was like,
I might have fucked it up. Just then.
Not really known for being fly. They known for being gangsters. I never thought of a coast that was known for being fly.
West Coast.
New York. You crazy. New York. The fashion capital.
I'm telling you, man, if you go anywhere out the country other than New York, these niggas are not dressing like New York niggas. They dressing like West Coast. Whenever you go to the South and shit, these niggas dressing like West Coast niggas. They not dressing like New York niggas, man. Like these niggas dressing like old West Coast niggas 2 years ago, 3-4 years ago, West Coast niggas. They ain't wearing no goddamn Timberlands and shit. That shit's even though I'm not hating on West Coast shit though, because the first niggas that it kind of, you know, like I said, my uncle used to dress like an East Coast nigga to me. So East Coast niggas was fly. Nigga Nas. Nas was a nigga who I grew up like, hey, Nas is, hey, that nigga fly. But then you look at niggas like Wu-Tang, and I be like, that's what I'm not gonna do. Well,
I never thought that Nas was fly.
Nah, Raekwon was fly, B. Raekwon was
Okay,
fly.
maybe Raekwon, maybe Raekwon.
Ghost was extra with the shit though, with the jewelry. And yeah,
You know what?
Raekwon
I'm
was fly.
starting to realize, bro, it's a little sugar in tanks, man.
See, this nigga.
What you mean sugar in the tanks, B?
I'm just saying, it's just
we got to be gay because we give a fuck about like appearance or something like that.
Now, let me ask you this, Glasses. Where you got your style from? Where you got your style from, Glasses?
Man's opinion.
But
appears.
And
I don't care what a nigga think though.
Hey, Trap, I don't even know if this is a lunch table conversation though, because honestly, I think a lot of niggas from the lunch table probably agree with Glasses on this because
they agree.
These niggas don't even understand about. They think my shorts should be past on my ankles or some shit. It'd be crazy, nigga. These shorts cost more than y'all niggas.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, these be crazy, nigga. These $200 pair of shorts and like
exactly.
And they cut for a regular nigga, like a nigga my size. I'm not wearing my shorts ain't 9X, nigga. Like that shit's crazy.
Niggas ain't with them long ass shorts like that no more, B.
Long ass baggy.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas with cozy wear, B. With cozy wear.
Nigga, like the hell's happening right now?
Shout out to Lex. Glasses pivot the conversation. This conversation is too sweet for consumption.
Yo, Lex, for real. When a nigga came out, Lex, let me ask you the question, Lex. When your man came out with the shearling on, you ain't telling nigga he was killing that shit, B, back in the days? Answer the question, yes or no, Lex, in the chat.
I've never in my life saw a nigga outfit and thought to myself he was killing it.
Answer it in the chat,
I probably never thought he was killing it, but he definitely, I'm telling you, he used other words. He didn't use.
I would never say.
He didn't use killing it. He was like, oh, that's cool.
Look at niggas. I don't look at niggas.
That's cool.
He said, hell no. What the fuck are you talking about? Yo, Lex, you a hater. You a hater,
I don't
Lex.
think that this is
you
a
hater
bit
too.
weird.
You a hater. No, I don't.
Lex and Glass are haters, man. They both haters. It's nothing wrong with telling like, hey,
you never.
Nigga, he did that. You know, he did that. I ain't gonna say another nigga outfit is cute. I ain't gonna say that shit.
No. That's why I fucked up at before.
Yeah.
Listen, I consider myself being a fly nigga. I could dress like that. So I'm gonna recognize when I see another fly nigga I could dress. And I'm saying you got some fly shit on, that's some fly shit, B. Just that this.
Hey, whenever I be wearing these hats, nigga, like that turbo hat, and niggas will come up to me all the time. Hey, nigga, that hat dope, nigga. Hey, where you get that hat from? I tell them, hey, this hat dope, nigga. Like, because niggas see how I dress sometimes, they be like, all right, that nigga can kind of do something. So if I go wear something, niggas will look at it and be like, yeah.
Like, man, you fly.
I'd be like, thank you, brother. Like, what the fuck?
Nah, I kind of would. Nah, listen, if a nigga tell me out, you gotta kind of say that shit a certain way. You can't just come and tell me I'm fly.
Hey, so Trevor, if a nigga come up to you and be like, hey, you fly, you gonna automatically think he trying to get the buns?
No. I think that it gotta be like, it's determined approach though. So like, yo, bro, you killed that shit, B. You know what I'm saying? Like, you killed that shit right there. I could take that. Like the other day when I went to the Rock the Barrel shit. I had the flannel on. I had my bricks on. I had my brick by bricks on. You know what I'm saying? Now I got like 5 compliments on my brick by brick. Yo, bro, you got the things on right there, B. You know what I'm saying? Like that. I got a couple comments with the shit like that though. I ain't none of the shit though. When they come to me talking about, yo, you fly, I like the way you dressing. I don't want to hear that shit though like that though, B. You know what I'm saying? It's just a certain approach to it.
Hey, yesterday when I went to go coach my game, I came up in there. I had on some.
Shout out to Name Brand. He said it's getting worse the more defending they do. I swear to God, it do sound crazy.
I came up in there. I had some Jordan 2s on. Niggas don't be wearing Jordan 2s like that a lot. I had some Jordan 2s, like some special ones, some special edition Jordan 2s. I walked up in there, nigga. My homeboy from Chicago. He played in the NBA. He came.
Got some things on.
Hey, exactly. Immediately, like, hey, them fly, them dope.
Got some things on.
To me, hey, them dope, them sweet. You know what's? I don't think them niggas want to get at me.
That's hater. If you don't say no, that's hater shit. If you think in your mind, those shits is fly, and you don't say the shit though, you's a fucking hater, B.
Shout out to the homie. He said nobody thought people on the West Coast was fly except Pac. Y'all thought Pac was fly. He was wearing them shirtless vests.
Nah.
That was y'all thing. Y'all was like, that's fly. I want one of these leather vests.
And all that shit.
I never looked at but see, niggas, you know what? I ain't going in front. Niggas who talk shit about that type of shit. Now, don't get me wrong. I ain't looking for niggas in leather vests or no shit like that. So don't.
I want the leather vest with no shirt under it.
But those be the niggas who can't wear that.
Yo, look at my shirt saying. Look at my shirt saying.
Niggas wear what they can wear.
I don't know if everybody could wear it. Y'all can see everybody could wear it, but I don't care if you got muscles. If you have muscles in a 6-pack, a leather vest with no shirt under it, I just would not associate that with
I ain't gonna lie, nigga. Hey, you might catch a nigga, you might catch me. I might wear a leather vest with no
like that
shirt.
nigga, like in that.
If I'm fit like that, I might pull that shit off though.
Like
I got a belly.
Shout out
I'm a
to
skinny nigga. I'm a skinny nigga with a belly though. I'm not doing that.
Hey, none of y'all niggas seen Warriors and was like, hey, that's kind of.
Yes, we did.
Thank you, nigga. Come on, nigga.
We didn't think the outfits was fly.
Oh,
It was
okay.
like, this shit look weird.
All right, no, I thought you was agreeing with me. No. I see some shit.
Nah, you crazy though. Cause you know what though? If I could round it out a little bit more though, I might put a fucking vest on with no shirt underneath like that though, being pull up on the beach like leather. I'm saying like that though.
Come on, Trap. Like
people gotta be muscle, you gotta be muscle, you gotta be rounded out with the shit though, bitch.
Exactly. Leather vest with no shirt.
Why the fuck I'm doing all these sit-ups and push-ups and all this shit to not nigga? If I go to the beach, they ain't going in the beach in a goddamn sweater.
You're supposed to go with no shirt.
Yes, nigga. Oh, I'm for sure going shirtless.
But you gonna wear leather.
But you gonna pull up with the vest on first though.
I might
and take the vest off. Take the vest off, nigga. Like I'm out here now.
That's probably what I don't get about fashion. Why would you go somewhere with a leather vest and no shirt under it?
That nigga.
Every time I see a nigga with leather vest and no shirt, it make me think you raggedy bitch. Just throw an orange.
All right. All right. So why your man LL? Why your man LL take his shirt off every concert?
You said what?
Why your man LL take his shirt off every concert? For the bitches.
I get why niggas would take their
for
shirt
the bitches.
off, but leather vest with no shirt under it is crazy.
I'm just gonna show a button. I'm gonna show it with no shirt on for the jump. Now I'm gonna cover up a little bit, and I'm gonna Ravishing Rick Rude. Ravishing Rick Rude came out in the row. Ravishing Rick Rude came out in the row.
I gotta layer it off. Hey, G talking crazy. After we get into this,
I don't know.
After we get into this training camp, that nigga first fight, he coming in out in the leather vest.
I'm definitely not coming out.
Come on, leather vest.
Ravishing Rick Rude robe on. You got the Ravishing Rick Rude robe on.
Leather vest sponsor.
Come out.
Dickie leather vest.
I'm not wearing a vest.
Tell him leather. Dickie leather vest.
He gonna wear sleeveless flannel. You're gonna wear sleeveless flannel.
Sleeveless flannel. That's it.
I'm gonna wear no shirt at all. I'm not trying to be fashionably savvy.
You ain't coming out with the towel over your head. Shit like Mike Tyson came out. You ain't doing that.
About that.
That's not fly. That's not savage. That's savage. That's not fly. Savage. That's savage. That's not fly. Savage, man.
I think if another nigga see another dude outfit and call it savage, I think that might be a problem.
No. When I'm saying savage, I mean when that nigga Mike came out with the towel over his head with the hole cut in the shit, he was about business. He about savage and killing nigga. That's what I mean within that shit. Okay. I don't mean it within that way like that at all. I'm not using the new terms like that. That's how I feel. Mike was looking crazy. Mike came out with no socks on, sneakers with no socks on, towel cut, hole in the middle, head through the shit. That was savage, man. He was coming out there ready to go crazy.
That nigga came out with one note too.
Yo, Mike came out crazy, big. Coach.
Hey, that's like some shit. G too cool for school. He gonna come out.
So wait a minute. Okay, so here, let me ask y'all some questions. Was Andre 3000 fly in them early Outkast
days?
No.
Fuck no. That nigga looked
weird.
Ridiculous.
He was weird.
That nigga looked ridiculous.
It was weird.
What about? So y'all felt Kanye looked fly?
Fuck no. No.
I feel like what Kanye was doing.
Kanye had on. He like it. Trap, like anything Kanye do, Trap is good with it. This is Trap. He would look like a dude. He looked like a doofus. Kanye looked like a nigga who you would hold by his ankles and shake his money out his pockets like this. That nigga like a geek nerd bitch.
Okay, now I'm explaining to you right now what was going on during that time.
I'm sorry.
I'm explaining to you what was going on during that time.
Okay. All right.
So this is during the time when we was having to go to motherfucking the clubs with some dumb shit on. We had to have fucking long button-up shirts on and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Just to get up in the fucking club. Kanye kind of like...
I was all dressed like Ecstasy from Houdini?
We was dressed like fucking... I don't even know what the fuck we was dressed. Because Ecstasy and Houdini, them niggas was... Now they was wearing... They wasn't like the Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes nigga. Yeah. No, we was wearing cufflinks on our shirts and all that shit like that. We was wearing blazers, all that shit. Kanye kind of... No, we was wearing blazers. We was wearing blazers, cufflink shirts. Kanye came in. First off, the two polos with the collar pop, niggas never was on that. Never was on that right there. That shit was looking crazy. Like, niggas never on that, though. But Kanye kind of came in and he kind of made the preppy shit kind of cooler. You know what I'm saying? He made it kind of cooler. We was already on that shit right there. And he just, you know what I'm saying, like that, though. I think.
That's how So started dressing like that. They started wearing button-up shirts and Dockers.
Yeah,
They started dressing all preppy like they got A's.
like they got A's.
What the
Cool.
fuck was that about?
Like they got A's in school. Like
Oh,
they was,
A's. I thought the nigga said like you like they had.
No, I thought you said that too. At first, I thought you said that too. But
no, like they
yeah,
dressed
Magic
like
dressing?
that was they look. They wanted to dress more
Magic.
serious.
That nigga.
No, because that's what it was though. They probably was checking out New York, what we was doing in New York. That's what it was though. You know, West Coast gonna do that. You know what I'm saying?
Kanye West with it.
No, they was
shot.
they live closer to the white people.
That could have been what it was though too. But you know what was doing that though too though? Will Smith was doing that shit though. You know what I'm saying? Like the belly and like when he was turning. Yeah, that's what it was.
Will Smith had a little time there where he was dressing kind of cool.
He was, but he was turning his fucking blazer inside out and all that shit like that.
I think Will Smith kind of made bright colors kind of fashionable.
You know, I've never wore a suit.
Color block.
I think I wore a suit once in my life.
Where you went?
Jail or going to court?
Where you went?
Oh,
went to a wedding? Okay.
Yeah.
We gotta put you in the. You know what's crazy though? Now you say that right there. I want to get you your first fitted suit, B. Dead ass. No. I'm gonna tell you like this though, bro.
Hey,
listen.
So
that shit.
You put on a suit.
Yeah, a fitted suit.
Hey, you look handsome.
That's a fight.
What the fuck?
Yo, damn, coach.
Huh?
Damn, coach.
Funny is, I get a lot.
My
of,
bad.
I get
My
a lot
bad.
of
My
compliments
bad.
on stuff
My
I do.
bad.
Like when I wear a certain hat.
I see you know how to clean up. I see you know how to clean up, bro. That's what you guys say. You look
I
handsome.
rock the Ewings. Be always on my little Ewings.
You wear Ewings?
But see, I can't even say nothing. No, they ugly. I can't say
no.
Compliment.
Glasses.
I'm trying to get at them or some shit.
No, dog.
Glasses. How the fuck are you wearing Ewings and you saying Ben Wallace better than Ewing? Yo, bro, wrap this shit up.
Nigga, you ain't got no
Wrap this shit up, B. Wrap this shit up.
You ain't got no Wallaces to wear.
What's wrong with that? I like the Ewing shoes. He makes some dope shoes. I like Ewing shoes.
Every time I see that nigga,
you part Jamaican? You part Jamaican?
I want to say something to him, but now I know why I didn't.
You got a little bit of Allen, boy. You part Jamaican or something like that?
Nah, I like the Ewings. I wear the Questions. I wear the shoes that
Questions
I like.
are fire.
Questions fire. No, the answers. What's the questions?
The AIs, nigga, the Reeboks. I be wearing
the one that got the color on the toe. That's the answers.
No, that's the questions.
So what's the answers then?
The answers are those was the second pair.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, them ain't.
So the color on the toe is the questions
in the front. I think the answers might have the zipper in the front, maybe.
No, I was wearing Jordan's Revenge back when Jordan was new. I kind of stopped wearing Jordans.
You start wearing? You don't wear the retro shoes? You don't wear the retro shoes?
I don't wear no Jordans no more.
So you wear them? You wear them
Jordans right now?
I always find shit that everybody else ain't wearing. I always try to look like for a while I was wearing.
I'm surprised you ain't got an Android then, nigga. You one of them niggas.
Nah, but that's about communication.
No, you like Coach, B. Coach probably you like Coach. And you know, listen, I figured out what Android niggas, y'all got a certain personality, y'all got a certain thing to yourself, B. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't want to be like everything else that's going on and shit like that. That's how you sounding right now, though, bro.
No, I just
know what I'm saying?
I just find things that fit me. Like
Ewings?
I had to look them. I saw
Ewings?
Yeah, I never saw them.
Ewings, bro. Yeah, with the strap, with the 33 on the front.
No, not the strap.
Which Ewings? You got to take a picture of those.
The ones I really want is the Masons.
You trying to get a deal. Yo, bro, you try to trick me every time. You trying to get a deal with Ewing. Yo, bro, this nigga's crazy. Yo, bro, I'm not letting you trick me no more,
You
B.
hear this? Hey, you hear this fashionista over here? He gonna talk about niggas ain't. I look for something that people don't got. You know, he a fashionista in his mind. He really deep down in his heart, he a really a
like these trap.
Send me in the chat. I can't see it from there. You know my eyesight bad. Send it to me in the chat.
See that shit?
Send it to me in the chat. Send it to me in the chat. Send it to me in the chat. Yo, can I play a Nas? Can I play a Nas rant before we go?
A Nas rant?
Yeah.
Yeah,
go
ahead.
Play real quick. Right, thank you. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. I'm from Queens, man. I'm sorry, bro. I'm from Queens, bro.
So this is why Jim Jones is mad.
This why he called the
Griffies. I used to wear the royal blue Griffies all the time.
Griffies is hard.
Griffies is fire.
Man, Griffies is fire.
You gonna play it?
Trap, you got to have it ready.
Nah, I had it ready. It closed out. It closed out. That's why. Because I had it ready before. It closed out.
I used to wear the Griffies for a while.
Griffey's is classic. Griffey's Duncan's is classic.
For a while.
Hey, the Andre what they called the Agassiz was the
they have a different name, but yeah, I wear the Agassiz. I was wearing the Bows for a while. I really like
Bows is classic.
I like the Pippins. I
got it.
Harachis.
I got it. Here you go. Here you go. I got it.
Steve, glasses. You ever wore them Grant Hill feelers? Never in life.
I wore them.
Grant Hill
I never had a pair of feelers in my entire life.
Yo, bro, don't come to New York and ever say that. They got some felines. They beige with the blue and burgundy check on like the feline shit on it. Those are classic. It was like cushioning the inside.
You can't go wrong with the.
You never had a feline below suit?
I never had Fila anything.
That's hip hop though, bro. Here you go, right here, y'all.
Come to Hot 97 because I had a hot new record that nobody wanted to support.
You too loud?
Step for the streets, and was told to come there and save Angie Martinez's job. And I was told to come there and help the ratings at Hot 97 by Flex, you know, and the rest of the crew over there. But I'm here to let my people know, you know what I'm saying? All my hip hop community people know that I was dissed this morning by Hot 97 and told that what I couldn't do on the show, which is really. It's really outrageous. It really shows that the wrong people are in power. You know, his hip hop thing comes from the streets. We need our freedom. If y'all ain't gonna go for this fight for y'all freedom, y'all gonna be like them sucker artists that just go up to the radio station and kiss ASS just to get some airtime or just suck Flex or suck Clue and them trying to get on their best side so they can play your record. Come on, man. Take hip-hop back into your own hands, man. Throw a party in the streets for free. You know, make it safe, man. Hire the Nation of Islam or somebody to protect it. It's time that we take it back into our hands because when it's being held in bondage and slavery, it's really a big smack in the face to hip-hop and all the people love it, man. You know what I'm saying? You're going to tell Nas, me, myself, what I cannot do on a Summer Jam stage when it's been done. The same acts have been done 4 or 5 years in a row. 4 or 5 years in a row. And last year it happened to be the diss was toward me by Jay. And he was all high and mighty. Right. Then I dropped the ether napalm bomb and the whole crew was running like roaches. And now you got this station over there crying because he lost. Unanimous decision, he lost. And they played his records like he was dead, like it was a Jay-Z memorial. You know, not saying he was. Don't get me wrong, y'all. Not wishing that on any minute. And that's my brother, but I'm saying you're just looking for a fair play, and it's really out of hand, y'all. I'm not.
Now pause it down, like you did.
It's not going to happen. It's just
keep it going.
Big opportunity. You have the alternative to choose any radio station you want to choose. And Power 105 plays everything, old school, new school. If you want to listen, you know, choose Mike Saunders, Pimp Shoes. Yeah, big up to my man Mike right here. Let me come up here. Big up to my man Donnie Ina, everybody at Columbia Records. Who's
after this, he'll never speak like this again, though.
Belgrave, everybody. The whole behind you, Nas.
I think he might have feel like he played himself with this shit.
You probably ain't gonna hear.
He's too cool for this. He's too cool for this.
That was very un-Nas like.
Yeah, I feel like he was too cool for this.
Damn,
I feel like he was too cool for this though, bro. But he spazzed out. I never heard Nas talk like this.
Yeah, that was very.
Hold on, somebody calling me.
I was gonna make a few calls.
It's crazy that G never heard that.
Make a few more calls.
Yeah, listen good.
Listening to all that hip hop shit.
We definitely appreciate this.
You heard it before, Coach? You heard it before, Coach?
Huh?
You heard it before, right?
Yeah, I heard it before.
We're about to get into it. Get into it right now.
I turn on that station. I hear people, rappers on there talking about their record sales and all. I mean, that's played their records on the truck. Man. I mean, what does that have to do with our community? What does that have to do with anything real?
That's what I be telling niggas.
About it on their records. Y'all want to hear about rims on a truck?
Back Jim Jones the fuck up.
Disc jockey making records, that's terrible. I want to hear true hip-hop music. I mean, you know, this is real, man. I mean, you guys got to realize, I ate it. They had a takeover show, and that was the song, ladies and gentlemen, the whack record Jay had, trying to come at me. They named the whole show on that station, a takeover, and I ate that. They didn't worry about my feelings. They didn't worry about my feelings when he made a record dissing my daughter's mother with derogatory things about women. And Jay.
All right, let's go for it. My bad. Damn, I skipped forward. Fuck.
just making records about how much he hates women, which is really makes me curious. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sitting here and they just
I don't want to hear
support
this. I
that.
don't want to hear that part.
And they just trying to
The only way
Cam
that
to
that
everybody.
sample
I like
shit, the only way.
Oh, there you go. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go.
I buy these people albums, you know what I'm saying? And they ain't talking about nothing from Cam to everybody. I mean, I like Cam and everything. He's a good lyricist, but the album's rap, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all brothers got to start rapping about something that's real, man. You know what I'm saying? My man,
It's when he came out with Hip Hop Is Dead.
I'm telling you, Nelly, you trying to battle KRS-One? Don't follow Nas,
All right,
man.
chill.
You can follow Nas if you want to be creative.
Yeah, we fucking with Nelly this week. Hold on, chill.
No, shit, we can't do that.
y'all.
We fucking with
No
Nelly this
Sillings
week.
live, the lunch hour every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, noon Pacific Standard Time. Click the thumbs up button. Let everybody know you're in the house. If you're on Twitter, retweet this link. If you're on Facebook, share this post. That was a scowling. Nas be so respectful when he doing all that fucked up
Yes.
shit.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
We
He never went in
stream-
like that again though. He never went in like I think he felt like he played himself when it came to that whole shit though. Like, cause Nas never gave nobody like I think Nas keep a lot of mystique within him though. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to him as an artist and as a person and shit like that though. You know what I'm saying? I think right there he really gave a lot right there on that shit. He was tight.
Listen to it. We do this stream to support the No Sillings podcast, dropping every Tuesday. Fresh episode dropping this Tuesday. Hey, do yourself a solid. Let me see if I can put it in the chats. Go check out the Brilliant Idiots episode. We
Oh
hosted
yeah, that's a fact.
Idiot. It was a really good episode.
Did it come out?
It came out.
Oh, it did?
You got drop it in the chat. Before we
Drop
breeze. I'm gonna find it real
Go
quick.
check that shit out myself.
That was dope. I was there for the whole joint. Them niggas, they killed me. Y'all gonna bug
Crazy,
Y'all gonna bug out with that. Yeah, I'm gonna say one part, Glasses. The nigga said, "Yo, we are talking about two different forms of gangbanging right now." That line right there.
Right there. Hey, y'all
That
make
line
sure
threw me off.
too. No podcasts.
I'm gonna put it in
No
the chat.
Sillings podcast channel.
Yeah, head over there.
Yeah.
Real quick.
Head over there and watch the lives, guys. Watch those lives.
Let me put this right here. Check out this Brilliant Idiots episode. I just put it in the chat. Somebody pin it. One of the moderators, please pin it.
Great episode. Great episode. You might have to pull up on. You have to pull up on them again because you know what's gonna be. You know what's so crazy about that shit though is the fact that you pull up at yourself, but then I'm saying Glass ain't never changing his vibe of who he is like that though. But when he's sitting amongst them having that discussion with these ladies, they crazy, yeah. Like they crazy out, Glass for real. I can't. You're a professional, B. You're a professional.
Crazy, dog. There you go.
You're a professional, B. That's what I'm gonna say.
That's about to be a corporate crib.
Yeah.
Man, I was trying to make sense out of it, but it was crazy. But yeah, we dropping a fresh conversation tomorrow. I think we're gonna try to do the lunch table tomorrow. I mean, the dinner table to check to see what we like. I think if everybody is there, we'll try to knock it out tomorrow at about 6:30.
What's up with y'all? 6:30 now? 6:30 now? I thought we was doing 7:30 for y'all.
Nah, because that makes 10:30 on the East Coast.
I don't care. We still, your brother just said never sleep, bro. Shit close at 4:00 in the morning over here.
7:30 actually worked better for me.
Okay,
yeah, do 7:30. 7:30, bro. Can't be doing that early. Come on, man.
Tomorrow I'm gonna hit you up for that burrito, man. We about to.
Yo, just send me the receipt. That's it, bro. Send me the receipt.
People owe us both burritos.
Yeah, and Don Dub, don't be
I
holding
don't you know burrito Glasses.
Homie owe me a burrito.
Oh, I'm about to say, I don't you know burrito.
We do this stream to support the No Sillings podcast. Fresh episode dropping tomorrow. Conversations. Something. Check it out. It's on iHeart Podcast, Apple Podcasts, anywhere you get your podcast from. The No Sillings podcast, executive produced by Charlemagne the God, the Black Effect Podcast Network, and iHeart. And we out this thing. Much love, y'all.
All right, bro. Easy.